into this off the back of a close loft. And look at the odds, in fact, by our partners at LootBet. They can't even decide who can be split in this one. It is all up for debate. It is open for really anyone to win. We said all three maps are a possibility, and PACT and GAMERLEGION are now going to have to go at it, starting here on Inferno.
That's really interesting odds for this map. I personally would have favoured GAMERLEGION just based on that last map that PACT have had, but if they've had enough of a mental recovery, there was a decent break between this map and the last, so perhaps they might have a stronger showing in this iteration of Inferno. They've landed the early nade damage onto Rusty and Era, but on that CT side, it's really usually the USP headshots that do most of the work on this defense. GAMERLEGION, they were probing early Banana, but they're still unsure as to where they want to commit to. PACT, they're looking for some serious mid-aggression now.
Well, it's a concern. It could be risky, but three players pushing in, they should be favoured. But now they back off. They now play safe. In fact, three players, all of them rotate back towards B. Leaves now a dire situation over towards A. And I said three players were going to rotate, but Beneath has now fallen back towards long. He can look towards apartments. And the CTs, as best as they can, set up some crossfire. The other player in pit. So we'll look for something awesome. But the smokes and flashes now look to go out. GAMERLEGION, they're hungry to take advantage of the A side.
Waiting to explode out with these Glocks are GAMERLEGION, and Sobol is overwhelmed in the pit early. Goofy will get one back, but Zero can reply immediately in towards the A bomb site as Era opens up onto Manice as well. The last two USPs for PACT are currently rotating into the A bomb site. Lunatic with no body armor available. That aim punch probably going to be wrecking him on the retake here as Darko is rotating in towards short to assist, but Era has now removed his teammate from the round. 1 versus 4 in the pistol necessary for PACT to still have a chance at this one, and it looks very unlikely indeed. Darko might even consider just saving his body armor at the end of this round and looking for the exit kills. GAMERLEGION, they've done enough with those entries to secure the opening pistol of Inferno.
Well, Era takes them out. Not a clean round, but a perfect one for GAMERLEGION. They'll get the advantage here. They get the bomb plant. But now they've got to go up against what will be PACT's force buyer. Scout comes out. Pistol should follow. From the CT point of view, they'll be looking to apply as much pressure onto GAMERLEGION, and some smokes and nades. There could be a bit of a nade stack. GAMERLEGION have 2 AKs out, 3 M4 or 3 Mac 10, sorry. Could signify some rush up towards Banana. For now, a Scout looks to play passive, or at least look for the entry kill down towards middle. GAMERLEGION not too aggressive. Unlucky for now. GL don't take any damage.
GAMERLEGION slowly advancing up Banana. Lunatic still with the HE in hand. Can deal some decent damage provided he gets that timing right. He's just going to wait until he gets some indication that there are T-side players in the trajectory of that HE grenade, which is ready to go away. Goofy's position spotted out now. The HE's dropped, and look at that! The double nades do absolutely loads, but they can't convert a kill. That's the really horrible factor for PACT. The double stack doing a lot of work, but not quite enough to secure any opening frags. GAMERLEGION, they might even be considering the retreat onto the A bomb site as they do drop more smokes into B. They're yet to commit the bodies to the execution, though. Time ticking away at the end of this round. This could be a very close one indeed.
GAMERLEGION still more happy to approach the site, but you can't help but think with these 3 players tagged up, it certainly means that this can now do so much more work. The Deagle gets 2. Goofy and Manice, they do the initial work, and they make
look at it
ever so easy. No one falls to the CT side. GAMERLEGION forced back. It's PACT who come out better for a 1-1 scoreline.
I think that's one of the best second rounds I've ever seen from a CT side. Absolutely great work there from PACT. Just dumping those early nades down Banana on contact, not going over aggressive whatsoever. Now, they are, of course, slightly lucky that GAMERLEGION choose to stack Banana and execute into B in that round. They rotated very early indeed, but just dealing that opening damage, and GAMERLEGION can't even get a single kill when they have the weapons advantages there. Absolutely mind-blowing, and it's really given PACT the way back into this one now. Era's found the opening headshot in this round, though, and Lunatic nearly fell on Banana, but eventually can secure that kill and keep it into a 4-on-4.
Adam does recover at least the scout. Somewhat of an upgrade. Drops it to Era, the AWPer for GL. And now the T side look to maybe make a statement, look for an entry, at least up towards long. Sobel backs off, but a flash in and a commitment which he won't quite go for yet. And it looked as if GL was certainly prepared to try and fight for it, because Darko will be the man to maybe look for the damage back. GL playing passive, and they know the only way back into this is with a couple of kills to get at least onto the A side.
It's their target once again. In the first half, GAMERLEGION won their first round on this A-bomb site, and they need to do it again with the pistols in this one. Goofy's only good for one, and Sobel above the smoke could be in danger. Will get one, and Darko's arrived now from the arch side position to stabilize that ship. The double kill from the AK enough to convert PACT their second round of this half and drop GAMERLEGION down onto the eco now as well. We said that it might need to be a strong start from PACT if they wanted the opportunity to upset here on Inferno, and this is the perfect way to begin things. The guns still can't come out from the European mix. That'll have to happen in round 5. PACT looking for a clean anti-eco now.
And Lunatic, in fact, has gone for a Mac 10 force buy with a, or at least with the bonus, so not a force buy. Keeps the weapon and now looks for some easy cash and money. Hero of the spam does at least hit his opponent, but minimal. He prepared. He just little combined with his teammates. For now, PACT, all they do is gain Banana realistically. Manice gets the first one. Backs away, plays it safe. GL again, now have to trade out.
Glocks supporting P250s for the T side, and Rifle is advancing and finding yet more kills. Manice with the third of the round, as it's Goofy and Lunatic to get the next two. Darko cleaning up at the end, and now we look ahead to the full guns from GAMERLEGION. And interestingly enough, these core 5 players actually haven't had the most success on Inferno in the past. When you look back at their record, obviously this is a very new side, but I mean, GAMERLEGION actually struggling their last 3 outings on Inferno. Only 1 victory, and that was against Namiga, 28-25 with the lineup they're working with. So a very tough one indeed to see perhaps why GAMERLEGION chose this map in towards this series. Perhaps they've been doing more work on it, but the statistics certainly not supporting them.
Oh, that's great by Goofy, who just takes advantage of that smoke from the side's point of view. Goofy shouldn't be alive on 9 HP. In fact, backs away or attempted it. Era finds a kill, but it's still GAMERLEGION who lose that advantage with at least Manice finding the follow-up kill. Minor advantage. And again, this mixed European side really forced to try and fight a kill back, and Sobel just doesn't need to commit too much further. They play the safe game, and they even give up Banana. PACT wait for the response. GAMERLEGION are hungry to deliver that now up Banana.
Lunatic just shoulder peeking, but when the bullets start coming through, he decides against shoulder peeking that angle. Rusty's found the first kill through the smoke. Darko can get the low HP player, drop a smoke in front of him too. Sobel actually gets that through the smoke onto Adam, leaves Era alone, and Darko can clean it up in the B-bomb side. Another 3 players staying alive from PACT, and this time it's the full gun round that they've dealt with. GAMERLEGION will not be able to bring the rifles forward, and PACT, this is a very strong start indeed.
Perfect start for them. GAMERLEGION back in their game against Illuminar earlier. They kept these initial sides, or these initial rounds, quite close, and it'll be interesting to see if they can maybe win a force buy here. Force buy, or at least an attempt towards it. Their economy a little bit scattered and a little mixed up, but they've all got an upgraded pistol of sorts and some supporting utility. Now the hunt goes towards aim, which mathematically is their more successful one at this point. 1 bomb plant and 1 gun, or 1 round win towards that side. So again, at least attempt it. That's because, again, PACT more or less gifted Banana. They for now won't do too much. Nothing too chaotic or crazy about this packed approach. It's for now been quite standard. And for now, they're making all the right moves, and I believe Lunatic will get flashed through here now.
Narrowly avoids that spam from Era and now swings around to look for kills, but he'll only find one at long range. Era can turn around quickly enough to secure that headshot for himself, and that's an SMG now for Gamer Legion to work with on this A-side execution, but at least PACT have burned down time. The Molotov will eat yet further into the time Gamer Legion have to work with in the remainder of this round. They are going to have to explode out onto the A-bomb side eventually, and as the smokes go through, they look to charge in. Another Molotov to slow down this execution deployed on short. Gamer Legion don't have any more smokes to deal with that, but the opening shots have been missed by Sobol, and that's potentially the entry allowed now to Gamer Legion. And he's in the back of the site, is struggling for targets, and he's whiffed it completely. Darko, the only player left. PACT had 3 players stacked into that bomb site, but they all took one-on-one engagements, and they all missed out on their spray downs. Darko needing a 1v3 now to take back control.
That was the exact reason why PACT lost the site. They couldn't win any of their fights or engagements. Now Darko spots his opponent towards Car, but Rusty won't be too enticed to peek that anymore. Darko tried to fake the escape for now. At least could get an opportunity to find Era towards long. The AK, in fact, well, a battle won by Era off the T side. And there's your force by win. And then there's your fight back. Gamer Legion come off better. PACT still got lots of money. They've had the odd player on SMGs at least around in the early stages. And look at that balance now. Lunatic just gets an M4. Manise now has an AWP.
The cash was still flush for ACTINA PACT in that last round as well. They did actually keep an MP9 in the hands of Lunatic in that last one, so it was a slight bonus from them. The jump boost, it does work out in mid, but Manise, oh, there's the kill he was looking for. Eventually finds it onto Era. Goofy spamming second mid just to anticipate any re-aggression from the T side, but that is all the work PACT have to do at the start of this round, and they know it. They've secured the opening kill. Now back off and stack in your bomb sites. All they need to find here is 2 kills at minimum on the way in, and they should still have the advantage in any kind of retake.
Gamer Legion will be looking to try and get something back. For now, a nade sent in towards middle. Just now he avoids. And as he's there, Rusty will in fact get flashed in. Adam also walks out of boiler room. They're making strides to fake out the A site because, in fact, the bomb heading towards B now will become PACT's site to defend. A smoke on Lunatic. Now waits for the timing and waits for some sort of info to be given either by Darky or maybe a sound cue to be given up by GL. Flash has now come in. The execution will certainly go out. It's a flash on site. Darko will look for something, and as his teammate falls now, he's got so much more work to do. In fact, he falls away. Gamer Legion now have the B side.
Darko eventually converting that kill and denies the plant as well. Okay, 3K for Darko in that B bomb site. Absolutely mental. My word, he couldn't clutch it out in the last round, but he gets it done in this one. Manise will finish it off with the AWP, but that was very impressive from Darko in the B site. Completely shutting it down for Gamer Legion and winning out that buy for his side. This gives us the chance to talk about our case partner over at Hellcase. You won't get bored with Hellcase. Use the promo codes on your screen to save more and grab what you deserve. Gamer Legion are going to be investing up into round 8 here, and it's a fairly competent buy as well. With Adam on the Tech 9, you're expecting him to be in the entry position.
Sorry, how has Darko allowed all of those kills? The first one, great. The second one, even better. But the third one, I don't think he should even be allowed to get on only a USP, but it's a great individual effort. Now Gamer Legion have to force out Adam down to a Tech 9. And that's the worst that Gamer Legion really have to work with going forward. The other 4 players all on AKs. PACT. Back with a lead. Or at least an extensive lead. As again the smoke falls towards long. Manise again waits for the timing on his nade, but Rusty shouldn't take too much damage. He takes half damage. And now they will push in. And whereas last round was a fake, this time Gamer Legion seemed to be a little more unsure of where to approach. Sobel, one of 4 players in fact, hugging, keeping watch of the A side.
They just want to burn out that CT utility if they can, but they don't have much to work with on the T side. 2 smokes and a Molotov left to pull off this execution with. That's enough to buy them a way into the bomb site, sure, but on the retake, it could be a little stretched when trying to hold on for this. Again, they're going to leave it towards the late round execution. Less than 30 seconds left on the clock when they eventually do choose to aggress. And that could definitely work against them. Manise wants to get aggressive on the AWP. Finds the first kill. Adam close range is taken down yet again. And Manise, he wants another one, but the rest of the T's have already gone up short. Sobel will get one in defense on the site, but Goofy can't get anything in the pit. It's 2-on-2 in the A-bomb site now as Manise has repositioned with his AWP. He's waiting for somebody to peek him. Certainly, there could be an opportunity. Zero would just have to poke his head, but it's Mezzy who swings around with the AK and wins that headshot. Darko, 1 versus 2. Yet again, he needs to clutch. And how on earth have Gamerlegion been allowed in time and time again? These A-site players for PACT are struggling immensely to hold on.
Mendy on site has the less health. If Zero, in fact, was tied down lower, that would have been surely an easier kill, but time taken away. Darko surely can't win this now. In fact, Mezzy peaks and wins the engagement, and Gamerlegion can come off better for free. And it's again the A site which seems to come off better for them. ACTINA PACT, for some reason, just struggle to really make any sort of play happen on the site. Just going back to this individual play by Darko, it shouldn't have been allowed. The second kill denies the bomb plant, and that third just so clean onto Mezzy.
Just ridiculous.
That's why the B site is probably GL's weaker one, and PACT defending the A site now have to improve, I think.
I mean, Manise just has a double AWP entry in that round. There's no way Gamerlegion should be allowed to win it. Nobody in the A bomb site frags out other than Sobel. He's allowed to get 1 kill. And that's it. There are, more players defending the site. There are at least 2 more in the A site, and he's just neither of them able to get any work done against this Gamerlegion attack. Perhaps it's successful utility usage. There have been a lot of smokes deployed by Gamerlegion. They did save 2 forward into the late round, last round, but it's Manise again who opens up in this one with his AWP and puts Gamerlegion at a disadvantage once again.
I feel as though it's a disadvantage which they're not going to be really too phased by. This time, PACT, in fact, play it safer towards the site with the weapons. Give up Banana and allow Gamerlegion that extra bit of map control, which again means that, again, it could be the base site that gets compromised. Last time it happened, Darko was the man to step up individually. He got a triple kill last round. He's, in fact, so good at forcing him down lower on the health. And a well-timed smoke just gives him a bit of breathing room, but the bomb surely heads back towards B. We'll switch your weapons. Gamerlegion have to now get a kill back.
It's a great call there to swap the rifle. There was almost not enough time for PACT to pull it off, as this execution is going to be coming through in the last 20 seconds. Rotation should be on the way from PACT already, but nobody is going to be getting the active kills other than Darko. Up above on 10 HP, he's managed to secure 1 for himself, and now it looks like they're going to wait for the 3v5 retake, allow this plant to go through unless Manise can deny through the coffins. The plant's down triggered, but the shots unfortunately missed. They can't deny the plant. Lunatic, he actually does it just at the end. The M4 is what gets it done. It's messier than perhaps it should have been, but Gamerlegion fall apart. The plant denied, and time ever their enemy.
Once again, it's a case that Gamerlegion can't find a bomb plant on that B site. It's again denied by the CTs, and that was perfectly timed, at least from their point of view. Gamerlegion, they can force out, but it's a far from perfect buy. You see a Galil on 0, an AWP on Era, pistols on the remaining 3 players. It's far from ideal. They go for the empty of their bank. On Mezzy, quick. At least towards a aggressive angle Banana, but still can't see too much. So the right call to really back away, and Lunatic. Oh, that's an unfortunate death, if anything.
A statement from Mezzy at the start of round 10, proving that his intentions are to continue fragging throughout Inferno, and this time it's the man advantage that goes in Gamerlegion's favour. The CT economy relatively stretched out, and Manise is lucky to be alive indeed. He falls back onto the A side, but it's Goofy who swings out hunting for kills. 2 big ones go his way. That brings it back into the 3-on-4. Now Manise's AWP is here to protect him as well. If anyone wants to push up and hunt for this kill, they're now going to have to deal with a close range AWP, but there's nothing Era can do about it. Doesn't expect the angle at all, but Mezzy has found another kill onto Goofy. 3-on-2 situation, but Darko has arrived with the mid-aggression, leaving Zero alone, and Sobel can clean him up. This time it's a successful A defense for PACT, as they find the kills before GAMERLEGION can even get into the site.
It's better in terms of the defense. You're completely right, but you have to remember that GAMERLEGION weren't on their fullest potential there. Now they will drop down to a full-on eco. Maybe the odd upgraded pistol in it with some utility there on Mezzy and Rusty, but shouldn't be one which GAMERLEGION are allowed to win too easily. For PACT, they come into this off the back of what was a tough 16-4 loss on this map, and they've already exceeded at least the scoreline delivered there. For now, just finds a second Adam in the smallest of angles, in fact, gets deleted. And GAMERLEGION, in fact, haven't even left the spawn, it feels like. They're still hiding towards the ramp, but the bomb heading up Banana, in fact, just dropped. Lunatic gets kill number 6.
Manise nearly had a triple in that round as well. I think he's actually legged Zero. He's been absolutely insane so far for PACT, and perhaps the difference maker. We spoke before the map started about how important CT AWPers really are on Inferno, and you're definitely seeing why. Manise, 16 kills already in this map for him, doing the dirty work with that AWP. Zero alone on the P250 is basically praying he can get 1 kill and a free rifle converted into the next, because PACT are all but guaranteed the advantage at the end of this half. They've done enough to double their scoreline on their previous outing of Inferno, and perhaps that last map was more of a testament to how good the Lyngby Vikings are on Inferno as opposed to how weak PACT are, as right now they're certainly beginning ideally on this CT side. Zero actually spotted out by Lunatic at the end will be converted. It's the clean anti-force from ACTINA PACT, and they look to dominate the rest of this CT side if they can manage a win in this full gun round.
GAMERLEGION, the thing is, they don't really use an ult too often on the T side. You don't really see that picked up by Era, if anything, and it's a similar scenario and a similar story to Nuke, where GAMERLEGION, they got the odd early round in there, but then their opponents seem to just take control, and it's a fear as though GAMERLEGION could again fall to the same fate where they just can't find too much here. The only difference this time, a best of 3 means they've still got a shot, but for now, PACT more than in control of this one. Manise keeps a hold of the York, individually stepping up, and they just don't clear sandbags. Lunatic, there's a free upgrade.
PACT are going for strength to strength on this CT side. Lunatic might not want to stay aggressive at this point. Backing away is the better call, and he does so further towards CT, but the double entry found by him is incredible work once again from this PACT side. They're in a good position now to steam forward to a 9-3 start on this CT side, and even though, yes, the CT side is supposed to be the stronger one here on Inferno, this is still absolute domination from the Polish side at the moment. It looks like Era's job is to fake it over on this B side, but Lunatic might just pick him out through the smoke. Down to 39 HP. His teammates are going to try and probe the A-bomb site. Instead, with limited time remaining, Era's just trying to keep these B rotators away from the A-bomb site, but how long is that going to be achieved for realistically? With 30 seconds left, GAMERLEGION changed their mind and they decide to storm into the B site.
Well, it's not quite a storm. It's not quite a fast approach. It's, again, quite passive. 20 seconds. They've, again, got time against them. And that's what's lost them, really, the B site so many times in the past. And really, bomb plants have been so lacking towards the site. 10 seconds. They've got a rush and they've got limited time. Era's already gone darker on site. Surely just doesn't get checked in the time they've got. An early peek means the bomb gets dropped. Zero. He gets the response. They've now had too much work to do. 1 kill found, but that's it. After time, ACTINA, they find 9.
PACT have been absolutely great at denying the bomb plants on that B site as well. Think about not just the extra cash that's going to have detracted from the GAMERLEGION side, but also the time in these late round executes. You're desperate to get the plant on that T side. It's the only thing that can virtually hold on to things for you. And time and time again, even if it's been slightly messy, PACT have found that bomb planter and prevented Gamerlegion from having any chance on that B-bomb site. The 9-6 half is now all but guaranteed for PACT as they look to continue this insane streak they've been on the CT side. A completely different team to what we saw just minutes ago on the very same map. But Gamerlegion, they look like they're going to have to drop down onto the pistols in this one. They're going to try and stay above 2K on all their players. PACT showing no signs of stopping.
PACT, they were losing 11-4 on the CT side in that early matchup against Lyngby Vikings, and now they stand 9-3 up on the same map, but only different opponents. In Gamerlegion, the T side just go for a bit of a half buy. Not in the best state, and again, they're not finding the entries. Goofy just takes control of Adam. Half of my day will start again for the mix side, but the only difference is it's not even the AWP finding the kill, it's Goofy on an AK. They went for the aggression, and now they fall back, holding and waiting. Gamerlegion, I think at this point, they just have to explode out. That on the A site could certainly work out.
Gamerlegion perhaps remembering that there were some weaknesses in this A bomb site, but it's felt like a long time since PACT have been willing to let control of the site go. Goofy finds the first kill onto Zero midair, readjusts as well to get Era. He's found one with the Deagle, but Goofy's just demolished his team. 3 big kills, and Lunatic finishes it off. It's actually a quad kill in the round for Goofy after he finds Mezzy at the start. And that's double digits for PACT already. They are just getting the opening kills earlier and earlier in these rounds. And Gamerlegion are looking completely lost on their T side.
All 3 of those kills, so nice. In fact, Goofy, he certainly did the hard work, but it felt like we were complaining about how poor PACT's A holds were in the early stages, and suddenly they've certainly stepped up. They know what to do now, or they know really what seems to keep Gamerlegion out of it. And now a load of nades down Banana. It's again a quick PACT victory. They run the early fight, they lose Mezzy early on. And that nade, it could have hit Zero if it had the right bounce on it. In fact, Adam falls instead in apartments. It's aggression, it's so quick, and it's PACT. A so quick 2-man advantage.
PACT look like a well-oiled machine at the moment on this CT side. I imagine their coach gave them a stern talking to after their last outing on Inferno, because they look completely different at the moment. It's just all working out perfectly. Darko spots them out at close range. He can't convert the kill, but it's still the 4-on-3 advantage. But, actually, PACT were a bit too eager over towards the A-bomb site. They rotated everyone over early, but converting kills, it may not matter. Era actually finding 2 towards the B site could surprisingly provide Gamerlegion with a round towards the end of this half. PACT getting a little bit too overconfident at the start of that one, rotating everyone off to the A bomb site. And Sobol, why on earth has he just pressed left click there, making it harder for himself than he needs to? Oh, missing the close kill as well. That would have made this much easier, but Hero instead can clean him up close. 4 rounds guaranteed for Gamerlegion, but PACT have money to make it an 11-4 half.
They certainly can, but that's a great time for Era and Gamerlegion to at least show up, but they have to rely on an individual. Era, in fact, one of Gamerlegion's best players, which is a complete rotate around, considering he was one of the weaker fraggers over on Nuke. And in fact, Sober was left. It was so awkward to not win that close range engagement. So 10-4 could certainly become 10-5, and that would be great, at least from Gamerlegion's perspective. And now a quick Molotov and smoke down towards Car. Sober, in fact, this time winning the entry kill. That's Zero caught out, and again, Maniz from that off angle is just again allowed to come off a winner.
Double entry once again for PACT, and this time they haven't rotated everyone over towards the A-bomb site. The Molotov at Mezzy's feet is going to lead to his death, and Maniz has found Adam as well. Gamerlegion, the T side, certainly not something that's agreed with them on Inferno, that much for sure. Rusty now in a 1-on-5 situation here in second mid. He's going to make his way down into the under tunnel, but there are positions all around these mid angles to deal with him, and it's Darko who finds that kill. 11-4 at the opening half of Inferno. ACTINA PACT with a dominant statement in the first half of their opponent's map pick. Now as Gamerlegion switch on to that easier CT side of Inferno, they are desperate for the pistol round just to stay in the mix.
We mentioned how recently GAMERLEGION have not shown too much presence or even played the map of Inferno too much of recent. So it's showing here why they're not really too willing to go for it. 11-4 down now. Big comeback has to be achieved just to maybe keep them in this. And look at the odds by Lootbet. I'm not even surprised that our partners have even suggested that.
This was a 50-50 at the start of the map, Louis. The odds were identical for either side. And then all of a sudden, PACT decided they want to show up and start dominating this map. 2 Molotovs, a smoke, and 2 flashes picked up on the T side here as they charge straight over towards that B site. There are nades available for GAMERLEGION to deal damage, but it's only Darko who gets hit early. PACT slow it down immediately now as they're hunting for the dominant scoreline in this map that you'd expect them to be able to convert with this pistol win.
It would be so dominant also. The T side now just send off a smoke and a Molotov. 2 more flashes will be available at least in the after plant. So more than ready to go towards it, but the Molotov just kind of gives them a lacking push and a lacking opportunity. Era in fact steps up. He gets 2 along with Rusty. But that's all a fake. In fact, the A site, in fact, does get opened up. Manice finds the only kill they need. The bomb still in Sobol's hands means they can maybe crack this open. Mezzy and Rusty so tagged up. This is so tough, but GAMERLEGION can still come out winners.
If Sobol can run into the A-bomb site quickly enough and get that plant down, then there's still a chance for PACT. 3-on-2 on the retake. Low HP and no body armor on 2 of these incoming GAMERLEGION players. They need somebody like Era to land those early headshots. It's absolutely pivotal. In this pistol, Manice spots out at least 1 player towards close ramp, but time they know is their enemy on the CT side. They have to advance against this planted bomb. Manice has had time for the full reload now as well, but as long as he can continue to eat time, that's all that matters. He only gets the 1 kill though. Eventually, GAMERLEGION do stabilize. They win out this pistol, and I think you have to expect the force to come through from PACT here. Even though they should eco is the right decision, they're going to be so confident after that first half, they're going to be trying to win it out straight away, my guess is.
We've seen it too many times, where T sides get the bomb plant either in round 1 or round 16, and then they force up straight off of it. So don't be surprised if they go for it, but it's a far from ideal start to the T side, which they lost heavily on earlier today. Manice gets an AK out, which means that will be a certain force buy from the T side point of view. Polls. The best they've come in any of these multi-survives events is the group stages, so looking to come off one better, to come off winners in this best of 3 first to even achieve any hope, as Manice in fact does get the entry kill. The AK does the damage. Looking to creep up towards A. Only 2 players left. That includes Adam and Zero.
It was the late investment for PACT, but they do commit to it eventually, and now charging into the A-bomb site, they need to hunt for the kills. Sobol's found Adam, and Zero does fall as well. He gets 2 kills with the FAMAS before going down, but now it's a 3-on-2 retake for GAMERLEGION to come back into. There's a Molotov and a smoke available as well for this PACT side. The smoke's been dropped on the wrong part of the map, but the Molotov could still have some heavy impact. Both GAMERLEGION players here on short, and they're lining up for Darko through the smoke. He's already found 1, and Sobol finishes off Rusty. PACT, they don't convert the pistol, but they do convert the second round of the second half, and that virtually has the same effect to GAMERLEGION. They can't even justify any kind of a buy in this round. There's so little money available, they have to just dump down and get rid of it all. They go for the pistols, they go for the armor, but this could be PACT dominating the first map of this series.
A 7-round lead. PACT now look towards defeating what should be a pistol buyout of week 1, but a force out. This GAMERLEGION now look to try and establish some early control. Darko, in fact, will work his way quickly up Banana. Mezzy for now forced to back away. Smoke could be lined up, but PACT individually now will scout out for any damage or kills. A trade smoke or a set of trade smokes down Banana. And for now, PACT fall away. And look to set up towards a stacked setup GAMERLEGION A site.
It's the wrong tactical call from PACT. They're making lots more noise towards that B site, and they could still push it if they wanted to. Timing, just not quite in Era's favor. He can't land those opening shots. But it looks like the A commitment is still what's going to be called out here from PACT. GAMERLEGION showing no signs of rotation, and with all these Deagles stacked in the site, it's certainly a winnable round for the CTs. Goofy finding the first kill onto Era makes it slightly easier for PACT, but this crossfire can still be lethal. Manise is going to have to turn his back to Rusty if he wants to kill onto Adam. That could lead to his death now, as eventually Rusty starts opening fire, but he can't land any bullets, and that's allowed the double entry to come through for PACT. Sobol finds Zero now in the pit, and it was the 4-man stack in the A-bomb site for GAMERLEGION, but no kills could be found. 13-5 secured for PACT. GAMERLEGION have to take an eco in the next round, and that's looking like a 14-5 scoreline in the Polish favour now.
And again, it's not really anything that Mezzi can do at this point. Has to just wait for the next round to kick off. GAMERLEGION, they need a miracle, it feels like, at this point, just to try and get themselves back into this. Go hide in the kitchen. PACT. Not too eager to hunt. It's a heavy rifle buyout. Goofy recovers the M4. Took the most damage, but still 13. Still in control. His side need 3 more to come out better, at least on Inferno. And the scary thing is, GAMERLEGION on train of late, they haven't provided too much in terms of hope.
They certainly haven't. Individually speaking for the side as well, check out some of these scores. Messi's supposed to be the best player on the roster, but he's only got 6 kills so far. Adam's only on 2 in this entire map. So GAMERLEGION really struggling in that fragging department when they were on the T side, and now on the CT with the limited weapons that they're going to have to work with, you have to imagine it's going to be a very similar story, at least in this round. PACT, they have all the time in the world to discover that this B bomb site is completely wide open, and with no utility commitment whatsoever towards Banana, they should have the inclination that that's the case. They deploy the flashes and start clearing out this region, and eventually Darko will realize it's a free B site. He's just hoping he realizes it before PACT decide to commit to the A bomb site.
There's the boost. Saw a similar setup to this where before a CT site just got completely deleted, but this time at least have got some damage. Only one shot found. Goofy with the eco frags looks for an 8. It's only Era left to find with a USP up close. I want to say we run out of bullets on the M4. They'll just wait and we'll close it out. Even a bomb plant on B, just to spike up the money. And look at PACT's money individually, it's huge. 14-5 up, certainly in control. GAMERLEGION now need this gun round, or else issues already found.
The utility for the CT side is going to be stretched as well. Mezzi even has to drop down onto a FAMAS in this buy. Really not the ideal situation for them whatsoever, and PACT, with a 9-round lead now, are just dominating these stages of Inferno. It looks as though Train is just around the corner unless GAMERLEGION can dig deep and find some kind of a round streak on this CT side. Sobol opens up onto Era, but the double stack in the apartment is not anticipated by PACT. They're looking to try and convert quickly in towards this A bomb site now, though, and GAMERLEGION have yet to adjust to better defensive positions. Both of their riflers are stuck in the pit. It looks like PACT actually want to go towards this B bomb site.
Well, they're looking and keeping watch of the B site, but for now they're not really too comfortable with the information they've got. They're obviously aware to where in apartments now, obviously back onto the A side. PACT need the next kill to really show their favour if they want to come out better. And that's a huge mistake by Rusty. He had to win that. Now, as soon as Lunatic gets the kill, despite the low HP, they can work, in fact, towards B. And it's only Mezzi, 6 kills, who now has to individually wake up, if anything. And they're going for a double boost just to try and get any clearer info. The only advantage for GAMERLEGION is they feel the A site's completely clear. And PACT, they could still head back.
They might just do that as well. Lunatic's going to creep into this A bomb site, and when he gets there, he's going to discover that it's completely wide open. GAMERLEGION, They go for the rotations up banana, but it's the wrong call, and with that smoke deployed, they might just be aware of it. PACT are going to rush into this A bomb site at some point. It's completely free, and they look aware of that now. The bomb will go down, and GAMERLEGION here, are they even going to commit to the 3-on-3? That's the real question. On the complete opposite side of the map, they're going to have to eat a lot of time rotating all the way over, but it looks like they are still going to go for it. Charging up mid already are Adam and Zero. Mezzy rotating in from CT. Bomb about halfway gone. Smokes and Molotovs deployed. And PACT with the opening kill and the retake.
GAMERLEGION, they looked so scared. At this point, they're not even going to contest it. If Adam got a kill, maybe there was something in it. But it's been such an unfortunate matchup, GAMERLEGION. It feels like they've been outplayed in so many aspects here on Inferno. Train will follow. And that is their opponent's map pick. PACT find map points. Only 2 stay alive. They've got lots of money.
10 in a row would now be needed for GAMERLEGION to force overtime. The doubling of their current score in total throughout the map they need to put out consecutively if they wanted to have a chance at securing their map pick. It looks very much like it's just a matter of time until PACT convert this first map now, and they have their first opportunity to close things out here in round 21. Full buy to hand, and Era tagged down very low by some utility already, but Zero has actually gone super aggressive up mid. It looks like PACT may have just read this one out. They need to be slightly careful though. Lunatic is going to have to turn around at some point. Zero opening up with a spray down, holding left click, but can only get 1 frag in total from his position. Era will open up onto Sobel with another. He's on 14, but he's secured the kill and done the work he needs to in this round. It's a 3-on-4 now for PACT to come back from, but with cash still in the bank for a buy in the next round, they still have plenty of chances to secure an early win.
PACT also have to just recover the bomb at this point here. The Deagle spam hopeful, but Goofy allowed to come off better. Now equalises the player numbers. And the bomb even just recovered in the nick of time. As soon as that smoke fades, it's Adam. He has to step up, but he does little. Maniz takes him out, and there's your A site. PACT, what a performance they've had. GAMERLEGION, they've again been struck out and been knocked out. And now look to be on the verge of losing their own map pick. 15-5 to ACTINA, PACT, and M4 and a FAMAS to maybe keep them in this.
2-on-3 now needed for GAMERLEGION to stay alive, and their positions have been spotted by Goofy, who just has to sit passive in the pit and wait for his team to do the heavy lifting. Goofy's already found the first kill on to Mezzy. Rusty left alone with his FAMAS now. 3 kills necessary for his team to stay alive, and the aggression from PACT eventually does get it done. A 16-5 victory after that short break between the best of 1 and their best of 3. PACT have really managed to turn it around here on Inferno. They almost reversed the scoreline that they suffered with a dominant 16-5 victory on their opening pick of Inferno.
And that's just to remind you that they lost 16-4 on the same map only around an hour earlier. So if anything, it was just so unexpected for them to turn up. And going into that match, the odds were literally balanced. They were so equal. Loopback couldn't decide who was better, and we were still unsure who could come off better. But PACT, they show up, they demolish GAMERLEGION, and now heading towards Train, there's a lot more work for this European squad to do.
GAMERLEGION in an incredibly dire position now. In order to pull off the reverse sweep, they'd need to start it off with a map win on their opponent's pick of Train. We'll have map 2 ready and waiting after this quick break. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Malta Vibes, brought to you by Gaming Malta, a home of gaming excellence. What a shock that first map was. PACT showing up big on GamerLegion's pick of Inferno and dominating the affair over there, 16-5. And now they look to 2-0 the series on their own map pick of Train up next as the second. My name is Protalis, and talking you through what could be the final map of the series is going to be Louis. How are you feeling ahead of this one?
I'm feeling like PACT have a really good advantage and a really good motivational boost to really go forward at this point here, because they've come into this 16-5 winners on Inferno, a map they lost earlier by quite a dominant scoreline. So all of a sudden they come into this, and all of a sudden GamerLegion really are going to be forced to turn up on a map they've not really shown too much presence on, at least within the past few weeks with this current lineup that they've got. And while we were saying at the start of the broadcast that it is still roughly a newish lineup, they've been together for roughly 2 months now. Train's still one of our weaker maps in the port at the moment, and it's PACT's advantage, and one that PACT really could come out winners in now.
It is certainly the firm advantage for PACT on this map, not just in terms of win rate, but in terms of times played. They look incredibly comfortable on it. They rarely fail to put less than 10 rounds on the board, even in those matches that they are losing. So you're expecting a competitive one regardless from the Polish side in this second map. And what that means for GamerLegion is that they're in serious trouble now. This is not their favoured territory going forward into map 2, and they need to pull off a reverse sweep in this series if they want to avoid elimination. So they really have to come out the gates swinging at the start of Train, because there were several players on that GamerLegion side who were just completely missing on Inferno, and that was really felt on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that's the thing. They had a couple missing players who weren't really turning up. And as we now prepare for what's going to be the ninth round, it's got to be one which we've got to see GamerLegion now have to come off better. And if you get CT side here on Train, you're guaranteed surely a great advantage going forward. But we've seen close games on Train even in the past 24 hours. But all we have to say is this, GamerLegion, if you turn up now, you might have a chance. PACT so dominant. They look good on Inferno, and now on a bit more of a casual home ground for them, then they're surely going to be in control of this one.
Definitely, PACT are in an ideal position for the remainder of this series. Even if somehow GamerLegion managed to pull off a shock upset here on Train, Nuke up next still isn't the most comfortable position for GamerLegion to be in. They lost against Illuminar already in the best of one today on that map, so it's certainly feasible the PACT would be able to start strong and overwhelm them. Starting on the CT side again are PACT here, and that does lend into their benefit as they have the momentum being carried forward on Inferno. They have a good chance at starting strong in the pistol and converting the following rounds based off of that momentum, which is really important to having a strong CT start. So from PACT, if they can convert the first 3, yes, that's the bonus, but it's really about that first full gun round. If the gun round can come out and PACT end up winning it the first time on that CT side, then GamerLegion are going to be in serious trouble here on Train. As we look ahead to the pistol, though, it really is that European mix who are going to be fighting from behind to try for the reverse sweep in this series.
And the only advantage they've got is if they can somehow win here, they'll be going to a nuke map, which is a bit more favoured towards them and one they've got a bit more experience on. Look at the odds provided by our partners over at LukeBet, 1.78. PACT just about favoured in this, but it was a close in terms of the bets at the start of the earlier one, and it ended so one-sided. Great shots by Goofy. He opens up this one.
I've got a feeling those odds from LukeBet are going to be slightly different following this pistol round, as the triple entry is earned by PACT over on this A-bomb site. Darko wanting to finish it off even on to Mezzi. That leaves Adam completely isolated and alone. He's in the back of B. Has a chance to walk into that site if he'd want it, but there are PACT players positioned all around this map, and this is just a nightmarish start from GamerLegion. They get manhandled on Inferno, and they lose out the opening pistol here on Train.
Oh, Adam sadly didn't prove too influential over on Inferno. 3 kills in the end. Spotted out, at least at the end here. PACT now look to close out a clean pistol round. Adam does have the bomb, so it's far from worthless. And damage could have been done. At least a kill on Manice is converted. PACT won't be finding an easy one here. Or at least not a clean one. But the opening kill was perfect. They now get the advantage. A scout and then MP9 already forced up.
Absent a bomb plant in the first round, Gamer Legion are going to be going for that investment into the second. The T side just dumping that cash into the pistols and SMGs, and they're going to try and take control of the economy straight away. PACT, this is the risky round. If they can get through this one, you're expecting that 3-0 start and expecting a healthy economy heading forward into the gun rounds. But if they let Gamer Legion win here, this could be early T side momentum earned by them, and Era started off brilliantly with that Deagle headshot.
I didn't mean to cut you off earlier. I was so surprised that Gamer Legion went for the force, but so far hasn't been too bad with Era already finding that entry kill. For now though, he is tagged down 0, also just below half HP. Gamer Legion far from in a safe position of converting this one cleanly. For now, Sobel's playing a bit more of a safer angle. Him and Darko just somewhat of a crossfire, keeping watch. As Mezzi sends in a smoke down towards the left side. Molotov just get flushed out at least, but PACT for now, not too eager to push. They can just keep holding their aggressive angles and play towards a split. That looks to be their outcome now.
They've got Lunatic aggressively towards the back of B, so they're going to have a really advanced warning system as to whether or not a B execution is going to come through. And as soon as this Ivy contact occurs, Lunatic, you're expecting is going to get straight on the flank of this Pop Dog player. Grenade doesn't deal any damage onto Goofy at all, and Sobel's found an opening kill, brought back into the 4-on-4 now as Gamer Legion look to push through Ivy, but Sobel's gotten the second. Mezzi will convert, but Lunatic on that B flank has finally showed up with the MP9. 2 pistols now remaining for the T side, and Rusty in the flames is spotted out by Goofy. Mezzi can't turn around in time to clean him up, and the SMG gets it done at the end. ACTINA PACT, they get through the second round. It's a good news for their monetary situation. You're expecting now the Gamer Legion eco, and it's the dream start for the Polish side.
Well, I was amazed to see Gamer Legion force out in the last one because a bomb plant was lacking earlier on. For now, they go for the eco. Still no bomb plant opportunity really had. And PACT just look to continue this aggression and early economic boost. Manice has an AWP on his side. Firm control of at least the early game, but what can Legion find on this eco? All on pistols. Limited investment. Adam, 2 HP already dropped down to him. An easy clean up. Lunatic with the MP9 only gets 2.
Eventually they swarm him, but a Goofy and an M4 are definitely thinking about pushing. Manice's grenade finds Adam through the window. And 2 players remaining now for the Gamer Legion T side. They're holding for more CT aggression. As they start walking forward, Goofy starts advancing up the ladder. His teammate found by Era, but again, Goofy hits that left click and I think gives his angle away. It's going to be a push now into B. Both players from Gamer Legion actually coming out from the upper angle, and Darko landing the spray down does find Era at the end. Manice's AWP as well finds Rusty. It is the 3-0 conversion from PACT. Now Gamer Legion look ahead into the full gun round to hopefully put their first on the board.
It felt clean, it was good enough, but lacking bullets to make a reaction. PACT still clean out and close out a 3rd round. And AWP is out, but without a pause. And for Gamer Legion, certainly a chance to try and work things out going forward. Era was certainly top of his game earlier on Inferno with 18 kills at the end of that one. The only player who ended up going positive for that European lineup. Everything and everyone for PACT ending positive in terms of KD at the end of Inferno. And we've said prior to this how Gamer Legion have really struggled to find wins on the map in the past. This core lineup haven't achieved too much. Lots of losses in their league season. A bit of a concern. And now to be up against this, already 1 map down, 3-0 down. You now look towards what's going to be a gun round and one which they need to win.
Something you've got to consider as well for the Gamer Legion side is not only is it a relatively new roster, but there's 3 different nationalities to work in there. That can create some quite hefty culture conflicts that you may have to be resolving in those positions, and it might just take a little bit extra time for the Gamer Legion side to develop that team cohesion. That's always the case when you have those mixed teams from different scenes around Europe, it can take a little bit longer for them to develop that team cohesion, and it looks like that might be the case here with the Gamer Legion as well. They have all the AKs out ahead into round 4. This is their chance to win the gun round, but I mentioned it already. For my money, this is our indication as to whether or not PACT are going to go big here on train. If they can comfortably get through this gun round, Gamer Legion are in serious trouble for the series.
Yes, it's got to be a big one going forward. 2 AWPs for PACT. It's a hefty investment, but one which could certainly guarantee a lot more success if they come off better now. Goofy on an MP9 is really the downgrade of this PACT lineup. Smoke and a flash also available to Goofy up close here, and an M4 pushing quickly towards T main. Darko won't get any damage done. For now, his side will play safe. Era might be their first point of contact. For now, looking to creep out of T main.
Darko playing anti-flash close. The nades actually tag 2 players. Goofy spotted is baited into aggression temporarily, but does retreat away. Staying alive for this execution has to be the job that he accomplishes in this round. And as Gamer Legion now start to clear out the back of B, they create more options for themselves heading forward in the round. Lunatic gives his angle away to that jump peak, and it looks like it's an A execution to be considered perhaps by Gamer Legion as the bomb is picked up, and Darko thinks about going aggressive there, but backs off at just the last second. The execution now to come through from the T's.
Well, an execution towards aim certainly will be the favoured sites they choose for. They've already taken quite a bit of damage. The M4 up close, in fact, a loser. Rusty does get traded out after Lunatic gets the kill, but CT kills come all across the board. Lunatic now looks for a second. Era, he can do little. The Saviour on Inferno. And the last to fall here. PACT win the gun round. And the double AWP setup gets retained.
Gamer Legion find the first kill, but they can't get anything else done whatsoever as they now look like they may be forcing into this round. Rusty has definitely dumped a lot of money out of his own economy, but the rest of his side looking like they want to stay on $2,000 or thereabouts. So it might have been a bit of a mistake buy from him there, or perhaps he's looking to utilize that hero AK to great effectiveness in this A bomb site, charging straight towards hell. As Era's found Manice, this could be a winnable round for Gamer Legion. One of the 2 AWPs removed, but there are still 4 rifles alive on this CT side. Utility limited for Gamer Legion, but they have enough smokes to advance should they want to.
Well, it feels as though Era has been the man to step up at least the most for the T side so far this game. Rusty and Era both dropped quickly. It's so convincing, so easy. It feels like Sobel and his team are making this look like Adam is in the smoke. His teammate hiding towards red, up towards E-box. The AWP now gets a safer angle. In fact, a crossfire and an easy clean-up. 5-0 PACT. I'll start this one off quite clean.
Gamer Legion going to be looking for the full investment now into another gun round. Era can afford an AWP if the side wanted to buy one. They steered away from them on the T side of Nuke, though, and instead it's the Krieg that's picked up by Gamer Legion. They want a little bit more range, but they still want the mobility of the automatic rifles on their side. A strong 5-0 from start from PACT is definitely the optimum position for this Polish side to be in at the start of train. Their economy just going from strength to strength, as well as Lunatic finds the opening kill towards the back of B. That's Era's Krieg taken away. PACT just dominating at the moment on train.
Gamer Legion now need a new individual or a whole team effort to really step up if they want to respond. The AWP made the interesting call to flick in or scope in after the M4 was mollied off. Lunatic now plays the safe game. Gamer Legion are more inclined ever so closer to go towards the B site, but the AWP has got to be surely the first point of contact. Rusty will be the man on top of heaven for the T side. They'll send out the utility. Smokes and flashes now come out. They've got to find a kill. Lunatic will need the timing, and for now won't quite hit it.
Oh, he lands the leg. But Rusty, he dies in his own Molotov. How on earth has that happened? The 1G on the right map as well. Oh dearie me. 3-on-5 situation now. Gamer Legion have made their way into Connector somehow, but Manice is clearing up Zero, and Sobel gets it done in the site towards the end there. How confusing was that one? I think what happened there over towards upper is Lunatic through the smoke lands the tag onto the upper player of Rusty, and then he's such low HP that he runs into his own flames. Deary, deary me for Gamer Legion. They're yet to win a round, and PACT just keeping the streak going.
That's precisely right. Rusty was caught in his own flames. And again, another pistol round PACT. That could be them 7-0 up. Such quick form. Gamer Legion at this point on Inferno actually had the odd round within it. For now, haven't got anything in Nero. In fact, again, takes the early damage. One of your better players really falls under pressure early on. And Rodonade does at least a bit of damage. It's not quite a kill. Gamer Legion need quite a few of those to now make a big impact. Darko gets one. And again, Era, the first man to get dropped with Mezu.
That's great play there from PACT. It's the little things like that. They have Darko peek with the M4. He secures a kill, and then at that point, you know the Deagles are going to try and re-aggress in Ivy to go for those long-range frags. That's when you have Manice there on the AWP to clean things up at the end. Sobel deals with Adam, and no kills are found whatsoever by the Gamer Legion pistols. PACT 7-0 up. This is just an absolute bloodbath at the moment. Finally, Gamer Legion decide to call a timeout on this T side. They have cash available for the buy, but they need to have a tactical discussion because nothing they are doing is working at the moment.
It's a scary feat. You add up all of Gamer Legion's kills at 8. You effectively equal the number of kills Sobel has and Lunatic has in the initial stages. It's a rough all-round day for Legion. A loss on Nuke, one of their better maps, to one of the best teams in this. And a awkward loss. And a unfortunate one on Inferno. Now leaves us here in a 7-0 scoreline down on Train. They're feeling the pressure. It's not too great. They've got weapons out, they've got an AWP and AKs up, but they need an initial kill to go their way. PACT, you have to feel they're not going to give it to them.
They'll certainly be hungry for that denial, but Era's gotten the opening kill onto Manice. Mezzi takes the fire damage, but the opening kill finally goes Gamer Legion's way for the first time in 7 rounds, or 8 even, we're currently playing in. Now, they keep it slow. They want to burn out more PACT utility, but look at this from Goofy. He's all the way up in T-Con. Advanced nade dropped as well. Can be a one-and-done position, but it also can be heavily impactful. Darko is switching from an AWP to an M4 all the time to try and bait Gamer Legion into thinking that there's more than one player actively defending that angle, but eventually he knows as the smoke dissipates, he has to back away because Era's AWP might just overcome him, and it's going to be the all-out Ivy push for Gamer Legion with a slight gap in the smoke that Darko could take advantage of.
The smoke went down towards Pop Dog also. Gamer Legion don't get the best of visibility towards the A site, but they do get another kill. That's Rusty to find Goofy. And finally a chance of picking up a round can be found now. 30 seconds again, time ticking away. This cost them so often on Inferno, and again, they've got to again find the timing here. Jarko struggling, it's an awkward one. Mezzi comes off better, and suddenly there's life in this Gamer Legion squad. They might find a round, and with it, a clean one. The bomb, it goes down on aim. Sobel has to find 5.
The individuals there for PACT just not able to hit their shots, and that's going to allow Gamer Legion their first round of the half. The CT Bank nowhere near looking like it's going to be in trouble. Sobel on 11k. Lunatic and Manice going to be above 10k at the end of this round anyway. An excellent amount of money available for this PACT CT side, and Gamer Legion are going to have to streak a lot of rounds together consecutively if they want to break this CT economy in the first half. They've done a good job at winning this one. Went from strength to strength and capitalized on those individual mistakes from the PACT side, but they're going to need to keep it up if they want a chance here on Train.
Well, they've made a good start. They've kept all 5 alive. They've kept the AKs and the AWP out on Era. Everyone has at least 1 kill. We can go forward with a bit more positivity. 2 AWPs back out. ACTINA PACT. They had the money, as we said, to go into that buyout. Now for GAMERLEGION, a lot more work has to be done to keep this up. They've got 1 round, yes. So certainly a start. Quick aggression and quick utility out towards there. Different approach, but the Knees this time even allowed the entry kill. They can't trade out. Adam struggling so much. As Messi fell first, it's Zero and Adam who follows so quickly and instant.
He might have struggled in the last round, but he's good for a double kill in this one. Is Goofy. Manish takes 25 HP's worth of damage and then refires through the smoke. And of course, lands the shot onto his target, Hero. Looking for the knees of his opposing AWPer, but not landing the shots onto them. As now he does find Sobol, but eventually it's Lunatic's secondary AWP that removes him from the round. ACTINA PACT, denying any kind of a streak to GAMERLEGION whatsoever. The cash, of course, still there for that T-side buy, but the best case scenario is going to be a round deficit at the end of this half for this T-side.
It's a good thing I said that GAMERLEGION could win the half, because they could have done going into that, but now they come off at least losers from the halftime mark. So certainly will be an uphill struggle, but they are on the T side. You have to remember that is probably the weakest side for the squad, and in general. 0 and 1 kill. Again, GAMERLEGION look towards Ivy, and that might have been a mistake by Darko, sorry, to even aggress towards that. There's still a gap in the smoke, and all up close. Manish, whoa, even allowed to defeat Era in that one.
Darko messes up the movement a little bit in that Molotov, and that smoke there from the GAMERLEGION side really allows Manish to capitalize. Goofy's staying aggressive here in the ladder room. He's hungry for a kill, but it's Lunatic who's found the first one. Zero will clean Manish up with the AWP now at least, but 3-on-3 situation for PACT already, as those flames aren't quite going to spread on to Goofy. He's going to allow to be staying alive here, and I'm not sure if he can spot out Rusty. He can actually see the pixel, converts that into a kill, and the bomb making its way in through T-Con. Mezzi has to go big on the Ivy component, though. He doesn't know which way to look, and there's an AWP waiting to hunt him down from TT.
He's in such a tough angle, Mezzi. I don't think you can really commit towards this, mate. An AWP. Lunatic will have the first point of contact, I believe.
Ooh.
On the other end, in fact, Mezzi can come off a winner, so Sobel not too eager to trade out, and not too eager to really peek out. But now towards Hell, Zero comes off a winner. Goofy now left in a 1 versus 2.
Oh, it's played perfectly there by GAMERLEGION. They get it all done. That is miracle work. Mezzi with the opening kill. For sure, that's the important one. But Sobel's then trapped in his position. He's completely hemmed in. Goofy doesn't want to peek out of Pop Dog in case he gives his position away unnecessarily. And Sobel, because he can't win that opening engagement, it's just all over from that point in time. GAMERLEGION put 2 up, but PACT still have a buy on the cards. Double AWPs back out. GAMERLEGION with the chance to break this CT economy. They'd have to overcome still a hefty gun round in order to accomplish it, though.
It was the double AWPs which helped PACT really deliver round number 8 to their name, but it's this time the opening kill going against them. Era allowed to find that first one from Team A. Rusty for now certainly considering the drop down, but Goofy for now won't be too inclined to push. And look at that nade damage towards Zero and Adam, both tagged up. Goofy and Lunatic and Co have taken minor damage.
Minor damage, but no kills yet found by the PACT side. And Era going for this spam is trying to bait out an advanced position from an opposing AWPer. But no more of those snipers are going to fall just yet for PACT. GAMERLEGION having a look at what's going on in the back of B. They might even walk further into the B side if they can get away with it. Sobel's waiting on the other side with an M4 A1S trying to defend this B bomb site and just peeking up. But GAMERLEGION can go wherever they want here. B would be the better call in terms of the numbers game, but they're dumping their utility into the A bomb side at the moment. It looks like they are going to be faking that out in towards the B execute, but the bomb is quite far away. Sobol in aggressive position can still deal some damage.
He's waiting for the right timing on this. There's a player up close towards Oil. And I don't think Adam really wants to peek on the opposing end either. In fact, he does peek, but Sobel, in fact, a winner. That's a massive kill now for PACT to pull back, and even looking to deny the bomb plant, they can't achieve it, but they still find another kill. Era and his side now have to step up. That's at least a good Molotov to force out the angle, but look at the player numbers, and look at Mezzi's angle. Both kills, they are delivered. It's so quickly 2-on-2. The AWP, in fact, deleted. Mezzi now steps up. GAMERLEGION now might have a chance to find 3.
It's the long flank from Mezzi, saving that round. Again, of course, it's him to win it for GAMERLEGION. My word, that was incredible individual play from him to get into that position. It took so long, and ultimately their PACT are just punished for being tentative on the retake. The readjustment from Sobel, unfortunately, can't land either, and Lunatic deciding to aggress with the pistol, just the wrong call in that angle. GAMERLEGION with 3 on the board. When they call their next timeout, they'll be up against a hard eco from PACT, you'd have to expect here, as they look to eco forward for the full investment in the follow-up round. GAMERLEGION have a good opportunity to build up a streak of rounds here and make this half not quite the disaster it was at the start.
And this shouldn't be too easy for PACT to find much here. It should be GAMERLEGION going up towards 4, and when you look towards the buyout, it should be an ecom. All possibilities, nothing guaranteed. PACT not looking like they are going to invest anything, so it will be GAMERLEGION for the first time really this game, now with an advantage in terms of the weapons. Still a Mac 10 on Rusty is a bit of a downgrade, but elsewhere, AKs and an AWP out. GAMERLEGION. This should be a good chance to find 4 and maybe now build up some momentum to maybe make a comeback happen.
PACT need to avoid giving GAMERLEGION all of the remaining rounds in this half as well, because that is just full-on comeback territory at that point. That's a complete momentum swing, and PACT would be aware of it. Now, they know there's virtually nothing they can do about this round. They're not stacked on the B-bomb site, because why would you stack on the B-bomb site with limited pistols available? Range is absolutely not on your side in those engagements. So they hope it's an A execution, but instead they are going to have to be rotating into B to look for that economic damage. GAMERLEGION with the free early sight should be able to convert this into an easy round. With the PACT full buy coming up next, they might not even be able to get double AWPs out. So GAMERLEGION definitely have a great opportunity to make this half a decent showing, considering how poor the start was for it.
Well, Goofy, Sobel, they found the odd kill back between them. 2 kills out of the round is certainly something that PACT will take for an eco. Adam up close might switch for the last bullet on this opponent, but in fact almost deleted himself. Adam comes off better. As he on 6 kills. And GAMERLEGION now find 4 in a row. And now build up a bit of a streak.
They can look to convert that streak now into yet more momentum, as PACT are limited on the utility with this CT buy, and they drop down onto the single AWP. It's a long time now since they were on that dominant streak after a string of early mistakes and perhaps over-aggression at the beginning of those rounds ultimately caused their streak to end. Now Era waiting yet again for the CTs to peek him towards T-Con. They're trying to bait out the shots with these jumps, and he'll take a small amount of damage from that HE grenade. PACT, they don't lose any players too early on. They have to be very careful with Manish and Ivy, though, because if he falls, this could be a very comfortable round for GAMERLEGION.
Oh, Rusty's trying to bait something from below him in Pop Dog. M4 pre-fire Lunatic not going to be allowed to find too much quite yet. And again, GAMERLEGION focus on Ivy. At least the starting point. And they certainly have found kills down there in the past. Now PACT, limited utility, are down to just 4 flashes and 2 smokes. If any retake has to come in. GAMERLEGION, we've said time after time that time is really one of our key concerns and one of our key threats over on Inferno. One more round here would certainly tie up the number of rounds they got on Inferno. But with ACTINA PACT losing utility, GAMERLEGION now will look to win the Angels. And they might even start with Adam towards B.
He's going to be lurking out and trying to keep the rotators in the B bomb site as the rest of his side look to smash into A through the Ivy position. Darko up close, has to go big this time, but again, he can't land the kill onto Mezzi early on. Manise's Orba spotted the drop weapon and converted the kill as well. Has to swing round right, but he's been found by Zero, who's gotten another kill onto Sobel. Goofy finds Mezzi eventually, and Goofy as well gets Zero, but Adam can now rotate in through connector. Ira needs the bomb though, and Goofy can put a stop to that. No time left at all, and that is just the perfect factor. Of course, you had to mention it early on in the round, Louis, because Gamer Legion leave it too late, and the bomb out in the open means they can't convert the round. Now we have the chance to talk about our case partners over at Hellcase. You won't get bored with Hellcase. Use the promo codes on screen to save more and grab what you deserve.
That wasn't me trying to add a curse onto Gamer Legion. It was just time again, which cost them another vital round. And with it, it means PACT move up to 4, or move up to 9, sorry. Gamer Legion stay on 4. And the CT side can again look to maybe close out what could be a one-sided half. Gamer Legion, I believe, with their third pause of the matchup so far. It certainly hasn't been a great day for them so far, but they've strung back some rounds here. They again had to rely on Mezzi and Era to really find the frags. And considering Zero started this one off relatively quietly, it's good to see he has now stepped up to 9 kills. The current T-side of top fragger. It's Gamer Legion. They look at least towards a 9-6 half.
No AWP can be afforded by PACT off of the back of that last round. They go aggressive instead with Manise's MP9. He's only good for 1, but that's enough for the early round chaos. Takes an AK away from the hands of Gamer Legion. You're expecting Mezzi to upgrade his Mac 10 onto that, but he's rather far away at the moment. He'd only be able to be doing it if Gamer Legion decided that it was a B execution they wanted to go for, and then he rotated along with the rest of the side. Last time he was most effective on the flank, so he might just stay there with that SMG this time and deploy the utility in towards A. Sobol, he's gotten the Molotov out, but they're rushing him now in upper. His teammate's been overwhelmed in the site in the form of Lunatic, and Sobol has to go big, drops the bomb early on, and looks for Zero as well. Mezzi has found 1 kill at least, but now it's a 2-on-2 situation. AK has been recovered by the UK player, but Era's fallen up above, and that leaves Mezzi alone in the clutch. Sobol has been found by him, and he's converted the second as well. Huge play from Mezzi to find Gamer Legion their fifth.
Again, it's Mezzi turning up just to try and keep his side in it. Gamer Legion, yes, up to 5, but it was certainly a tough one. And you can't help but feel Sobel was such a key component. I have no idea how Zero just doesn't react to consider that kill as an option. That was the concerning point, but still the European squad come off better. They find 5, they're keeping this close. And considering that at 1.81 down, can now look towards 9-6. PACT are now on this weaker buyout. MP9's afloat, and AK's tapping away here. He got the opening kill.
Progressing further are Gamer Legion. Lunatic's only found 1 as the remaining players on the A bomb site continue to fall. Snowball down as well as Lunatic. Of course, it's Mezzi to finish it off. And you have to say it, in that last round, that clutch is the difference between a 9-6 scoreline and a potential 11-4 in this half. Mezzi might have just done enough to keep Gamer Legion alive here on Train. The 9-6 lead definitely going in favor of PACT at the end of that one, but Gamer Legion have done well to recover, and now they switch on to the easier side of Train.
Well, that's the advantage now, switching over to what is an easier side. The odds still favoured by PACT, courtesy of our partners over at LootBet. Gamer Legion, it was a lot closer, at least in terms of the betting odds at the start of this one, but slowly journeying away. I don't think they can be counted out quite yet. For PACT, a smoke and a Molotov is what Manise will have in terms of the early utility. Mezzi, a kit and a smoke. And for now, it drops down to without the armor. Now the push comes in towards B.
I absolutely love this from Gamer Legion. Era with the double kill, but they rotated before PACT even arrived in the B bomb site. As soon as that first Molotov dropped in connector, they expected it would be to cut off the rotations. Adam Aggressive has missed his first chance for a kill, but there are still 4 players alive. Make that 3 now as Manise's arrived in connector, and he's creating chaos indeed. Chaos found in the B bomb site. Adam down onto just 2 HP as damage is being dealt, and Mezzi finds the kills. Rusty has to swing right to get it, and he does so. That leaves Sobol completely isolated, 1-on-2, 2 HP at long range, but he's the only player left now. Adam has to get it done with this USP. Sobol not looking the right way at a risky angle, but readjusts for the kill. Sobol gets it with the triple, and PACT secure double digits.
And that was with GAMERLEGION. What felt like them coming into that round with an advantage of getting the early rotation towards B and getting the early damage on Era. Again, they were relying on one of their better players, but it just wasn't enough. Sobel, again, the man who strikes up big. And with it, kills 15 and 16, help clutch out a vital pistol. It means PACT now have that early economy to work with, but GAMERLEGION don't count them out. They will force out, and they'll use scouts on a AWP-heavy map.
Listen, double scouts on train, they can definitely get it done, at least for those opening kills. Darko is lucky to be alive at the moment with his AK, but he'll drop that onto Manice, who's a player with slightly more HP to work with. And PACT slowing it down now. They suspect this could be a GAMERLEGION fall by the utility doing work for the CT side. The scout at one-shot potential, but the spam has forced it off the angle, at least for now. Goofy looking to aggress further, and both scouts are holding this crossfire at the moment. It's tagged Goofy down to just 1 HP. Eventually, Era will get it. Zero's opened up onto Sobol, and this has gotten hilariously messy for PACT now. They're trying to make their way into Ivy, but these scouts are tearing them apart. Look at the remaining HP on these T-sided players. This is a very comfortable round for GAMERLEGION.
Darko, look at all their low health. Zero might actually be caught out, just taps away to eliminate one of the weapons. But so much more work has to be achieved. Era is already lined up to maybe find a trade kill. For now, it won't quite be a conversion. And with every mistake GAMERLEGION give, PACT have an opportunity to strike first, but for now there's not really kills going their way. Lunatic defeated at long range. Era steps up, now looks for a quad kill as Mezzi lines up the last kill.
PACT, they just try and force the issue in Ivy. They try and walk straight into that scout crossfire, and they get completely chewed up as a result of it. The aggression working out perfectly from GAMERLEGION towards T-Con, as well as they do get through that force buy, and they might have just resolved their early economic issues on this CT side. Darko's fully invested for PACT, and with limited money available, it looks like the whole side should be buying up pistols here. A bit of a slow start here, as it looks like they might be having some more tactical discussions at the moment, but GAMERLEGION have an opportunity to come straight back into things now.
This is their comeback moment. Sobel for now. Quite look towards a shotgun holding in Pop Dog. That's him on 7 HP after a single peek. Very deadly. But Rusty's aggression certainly proves well, because Darko is dead and Manice can't trade out.
Sobel's playing a dangerous game. They baited the shotgun up early on, but it could still deal damage. Sobel desperate for this kill, seemingly, but he's not going to be awarded it from the spam just yet. He's doing damage eventually. That's going to force Zero further away, you'd have to imagine. He's going to even think about dropping down, but that just takes him down to 64 HP. Time chewed up in the round now for PACT. They're spread out across things, looking like they want to hit the A bomb site at the moment in time, which is the one more heavily stacked by the GAMERLEGION side.
Well, in the past few months, this has been one of PACT's best maps. GAMERLEGION, at least they are on that preferred CT side, so now maybe give them a chance going forward. The T side. Still going to give this a shot with some deagles. At least look for damage around when surely impossible with 22 seconds left. And MAC-10 defeated. Sobel comes off better. Look at Goofy's angle. You know what? There could have been a chance, but the AK dealing blood, Mezzi and co. think have done enough.
You might just be right. Sobel's found some damage at bare minimum, but he has to plant. That's the problem, and he knows it. Adam pushes into him, but he can't even convert that close kill. It's expensive towards the end of the round for GAMERLEGION, but PACT, they had to dump the money into that last round anyway. Now they have to take the full eco, and GAMERLEGION have basically tied this one straight back up. Certainly not what I was expecting, considering the 7-0 lead that PACT had at the start of this map. You're virtually guaranteed now to receive a 10-10 scoreline.
Should be guaranteed. If PACT convert and find themselves a plant on A or B site, then that would be really good just to restore the economy. And then 10-9, it will be a full gun round. That would be the difference between GAMERLEGION tying up the scoreline or PACT keeping the lead. GAMERLEGION haven't once had any sort of advantage or lead in the series. Lunatic will look to flash out. As I said, the Poles only want a bomb plant.
Oh, Sobel, that's the way to start the round. Era found on the AWP. Bomb site now a little bit wider open, but not until Adam arrived with his AK and just shuts it all down. Great start for PACT, but great recovery from Adam to secure those 3 kills. The PACT get the plant, that's what they were looking for, but this round is now firmly over. They have to look for the full gun round in the next one, and GAMERLEGION will be fighting for that tied scoreline. Their money is just about going to be a good enough position that they'll be able to buy up even with a loss in that next round, I think. So PACT have got a lot of work to do if they want back control of Train.
Adam could essentially drop over an AWP towards Zero if they want to go for that option. But while it was awkward, it was certainly easy and nicely done. The 3 kills more or less confirmed the round. And now a pause just to calm down. ACTINA PACT. And what started as quite a dominant and quite a convincing start for them. They have certainly been pegged back, and it's credit to this GAMERLEGION lineup. They're stepping up, they're turning up. They're doing what they need to maybe take their opponent's map pick away from them. And like I said, Nuke would be map 3. One of GAMERLEGION's better maps in the map pool, and one of PACT's weaker maps in their pool. But still, one which PACT will try and play. The AWP dropped over. Rusty has an M4. A full buy comes in as expected. But what can GAMERLEGION deliver now?
It's been a great start for them on their CT half. That much is true, but they've yet to be challenged by the PACT full gun round. They have the momentum behind them. That much is in their favor, but after that pause, it's going to have been reset a little bit. And looking at the scores on the doors, it really is those 3 players, Mezzi, Era, and Zero. They've been doing all of the work, it feels like, for GAMERLEGION. Mezzi really turning up towards the latter parts of that first half to allow GAMERLEGION the base that they're building this comeback off of. Era has spotted out Manice close range, and he's not going to be backing off an angle. As a result of that, Manice is in a little bit of danger as the Molotov looks to be deployed to force him out of his angle, perhaps, and still make a mess of this T side of things. I'm not even sure if GAMERLEGION have spotted out the bomb. They might not have it. I think it's just far enough behind the train so that they can't see it, but they're definitely making moves, GAMERLEGION, to find Manice here at close range, and he just falls immediately, does not react to Zero peeking on the other side of that Molotov. GAMERLEGIon secure the opening kill, and they get further info onto Lunatic's positioning. Darko goes quickly now out of T-Con, but GAMERLEGIon are in perfect positions to deal with this execute.
Well, it's going to be about timing on this one. Zero Victor. And now a 2-man advantage. GAMERLEGIon are certainly fighting their way back into this gun round. It's not one that PACT are really looking towards, but Goofy strikes back. Certainly means his side have a minor chunk of hope. And with the B side, certainly an option. Adam doesn't even have a weapon out. He's got the AK trying to just go for the juggle or the jiggle peak of info. And AK is out. Smoke's at the back. Now PACT, they can get a bomb plant.
3v5 retake for PACT to defend, but there is a flank on the way, and the bomb has only just gone down. AWP up close. It causes a couple of PACT players actually to advance here. GAMERLEGIon are really waiting until this flank is in position. Sobol up close with the first kill. Lunatic with the second of the round onto Mezzi. Now it's a 2-on-3 for GAMERLEGIon to try and deal with. They need this flank to come online, and they need it soon. Rusty coming down the ramp, hunting for these PACT players, but he's been found by Lunatic. How have GAMERLEGIon lost control of this one? They had the double entry, and now Era whipping the shot has to back away and save his AWP forward. Money very much there for the full buy, but Era could still be hunted down here by Lunatic, who's looking to get on the flank as well. He swings around the corner and deletes the AWP away. Full buy has to come through for Gamer Legion, but PACT, they recover that round on the B bomb side.
They can still get 2 AWPs out. Era at least goes to one of them, and Mezzi's weapon will be that same scoped weapon. The utility minimum, a smoke and a nade. Only between the 2 AWPers. PACT can keep the lead. Gamer Legion, that's such a shock that they can't convert that even with an advantage in player numbers. Quick nades go out towards A. In terms of damage, nothing found. Gamer Legion now look to aggress for the kill. Zero in an awkward angle. And now he's trapped. Sobel, oh, the nade and the damage. It means he's should have been dead.
Why did he decide to run through that? That's my question. He didn't even have to. On 1 HP, it's a miracle he's alive. An absolute miracle. PACT. They want the B bomb site. Adam is here defending it. He's so close range with the MP9 right at the bottom of that ramp. He has to go big. He needs 1 kill at the bare minimum to try and give his side an opportunity. As PACT, they're going to try and collapse into this B site once again. This time the flank looks to come through much quicker from Rusty on the FAMAS, and Adam decides not to engage in any opening gunfights. Instead backs away to behind the grey train, and that should let him kill Goofy. He does, catches him with nade in hand. Rusty looking for Sobel, and Adam actually gets the double there. PACT get the plant, but they struggle to find the kills this time. And now it's a 2-on-5 they have to defend against. Zero still on 1 HP, but he has an AWP in hand now. Era falling though, and Mezzi does get the job done, at least with 1 kill. Manice on the AWP, 2 kills to find, and an AK at his feet. He doesn't seem interested in it though. Eventually hears the smoke go off and knows he needs some help. Grenade lands onto the site, and he finds the diffuser as well. 1-on-1 situation, he continues to spam, but it's Mezzi in the smoke. Manice with the kills going true though. 12-9 up a PACT. And once again, it's a clutch that gets it done for the Polish side.
2 rounds in a row, Gamer Legion have an advantage on that bomb take, and they again somehow lose it. ACTINA, PACT, they have Manice again, this time stepping up to make an individual effort. And as soon as he heard the smoke, he knew he had to fall away. The Molotov was doing nothing. That nade and the pre-fire just brilliant. And Gamer Legion's one is surely now at a massive disadvantage. The weapons are lacking. The pistols are out. PACT get an entry. Narco, it's a struggle, but certainly damage. And Manice takes advantage.
It's a full stack in the A-bomb site from Gamer Legion. And they're yet to find any kills with it. Darko the only player they've tagged, but PACT just not deterred from this whatsoever. We've already killed 3 players in the A-bomb site. What's 2 more? You've only got pistols, right? Perhaps Adam can find 1 here. The Eagle spam does work out. He picks up an AK for himself. The nade does damage, though, and both remaining CTs are on just 30 HP remaining. Has somehow Zero's been allowed to get a kill with this USPS, but the position of both remaining CT players is now known. It's more expensive than it should have been from PACT here, but this should be an easily converted round. It looks like they're playing it passively in the A-bomb site, but Sobol can recover at the end. I was a little bit worried there, but PACT do put 13 on the board, and now Gamer Legion, they're going to start to sweat. They realize with this gun round, they require it for the comeback potential.
Yeah, the bomb was even heading towards B at the end of that one. I didn't realize Sobel got a nice, easy lineup. It means 13 could become 14. And you're absolutely right. This has to be Gamer Legion coming off better if they want to stay in the series in general. Certainly a rough game, but they've certainly started this comeback. Yet to find a lead here, and aggressing, and he even considered pushing towards Adam there. Not the start he wants, but this time Adam has some support over towards B. It's a 3-2 split. 3 players on A. Gamer Legion again, now looking to get a starting kill.
Darko on the opposite side of the smoke does not come out on top. Mezzi found the first on the A-bomb site. PACT still don't have to commit to A if they don't want to, but they're yet to be dissuaded. They might, with that smoke, decide to change targets. As Goofy is at risk up close of falling to Rusty. He's the aggressive player on this A defense for Gamer Legion. Lunatic, though, on the other side of the smoke has to be careful. Rusty up close, falls first. Zero spams straight through, though. But Goofy's cleaned him up into the 3-on-3 situation. That is eventually going to trigger a rotation away from the B-bomb site. And of course, it's now that PACT decide to attack that B site. Adam left alone, found by Sobol, means it's a free plant to come through for PACT. Again, GAMERLEGION have to retake the B-bomb site. And Mezzy over on A has been taken out by Goofy. Era alone in the 1-on-3.
FAMAS. It's not the best weapon in this scenario. A Molotov goes towards site, and he'll look for the player up close to Red Train. One to his right, one on site. The other in this point in heaven. And you'd expect the AK, of course, to come off better there. And for the Poles, now up to 14. Now convert the crucial gun round, which could knock and defeat GAMERLEGION in this event. The CT is, in fact, going for a half buy. They've only got pistols, but no. It feels like a full commitment.
They're trying to buy as much as they can without actually having to fully commit. Everything that they can possibly bring forward, leaving themselves just enough money to bring those CT rifles out in what could be the last stages of this map. Oh, look at that!
No.
The double nades punish the lack of body armor. Double entry found exclusively by HEs from PACT, and now you can see them waiting towards back B. They know there could be aggression coming through to try and wrestle some kills back. Adam has to go back towards the B-bomb site with his tail between his legs, and PACT looks set to put map point on the board.
GAMERLEGION had 2 scouts coming into this. One of them removed by a grenade. Lunatic. Now the Molotov, which certainly should be forcing the Deagle out of position. In fact, Rusty does fall. It's coverage as expected. At least for PACT. Limited issues, limited problems. The Scout and the Deagle now look to make some sort of response. A UK duo, Mezzy and Adam, now look to try and put some chemistry together to stay in this. They need something done. Adam does at least convert one. And that could be the start, but PACT have the bomb down on A.
Adam genuinely needs to save at this point in time. Can't commit to the round. He's lost the AK and the armor now. Mezzy on 12 HP. Glass cannon completely on his scout also. He's just gotten away in time, maybe hiding in the B-bomb side, but eventually he is found, and now PACT. They've arrived at map point yet again. GAMERLEGION had the opportunity to tie this up 10-10, remember. But somehow, PACT have been able to deny that. They've launched a streak of their own on the T side, and I've got a feeling Sobol, all the way up on 28 kills, might have had something significant to do with this. Now, 6 chances in a row for PACT to close out this series 2-0, and with the double AWPs and the double glass cannon in hand, GAMERLEGION might be at risk of falling to double nades again.
Well, this time the nades aren't coming out. Darko's so aggressive, at least gets quickly towards Sandwich. He spotted the AWPer out, and now a bit of nade damage towards his opponent. Mezzy dropped to half HP. This isn't ideal, and this is not the game that GAMERLEGION really looking to play towards. Already 1 map down. Almost completes the comeback. Goofy finds a first. And with it, quick advantage extended by Lunatic down in CT.
That's 2 massive kills there from Lunatic. Zero pushes towards the A-bomb train and gets a kill onto Manise, but Adam is now left alone. AWP in hand with 3 to find, and he has control of the bomb at bare minimum. First shot goes his way, and now PACT have to be careful. They drop a smoke to his right side, but Adam's picked up that rifle. He can still hold true for this fight. All you have to do is wait for the plant sounds, but he's found the opening kill early. PACT have no idea where Adam is coming from, and he might just have done enough to save his side. He's rotating over towards the B site as well. Darko's got to be super careful at this point. Has made his way into A, looking to put that bomb down, but Adam's getting aggressive. That's the clutch 1. Somehow GAMERLEGION stay alive. Adam, what is that? A 1 versus 3 towards the A-bomb site to keep his team alive.
1 versus 3, 4 kills also in total in the round. That's a statement to really say that they can stay in this. And while I come back, they can now look to achieve 5 rounds needed to take us to overtime. That would not guarantee us at least map 3. I've already 1 map down, but look at the economy. 2 AWPs invested out last round. Look at this by Adam. It shouldn't have been too easy. It somehow was. The 3rd kill. Just the cherry on top. The bomb plant was there.
Just the one AWP in this round for GAMERLEGION. Supported by 2 SMGs, and Minis has removed Era straight away. He's still sitting in the flames, but he's found his opening kill. He decides to run back through them for good measure. Takes the extra damage. But the man advantage has been found this time by PACT early on atop the train. Darko, he seems to suspect somebody could be up there. It's 0 on Famas, who's dropped down and found the kill. Low HP though, Lunatic is able to convert him, and Sobol now out of Pop Dog. Looks to wrap into this A bomb site as well, as an AWP still alive on the bomb train. Rusty has it in his hand, but he's scoped off at just the wrong time, perhaps to deal with the close player. It wasn't the wrong time whatsoever. Goofy found as Rusty looks to keep moving around. His AWP is alive, and Mezzi's finding kills. Swift shot eventually from Rusty, but Adam has found it and done enough. PACT, they just look so confused in the A site. They try time and time again to just smash directly into bomb sites, and despite earning the opening kill, they lose yet another round and call for a timeout.
Well, they need to calm down now, because this could be a massive chance for GAMERLEGION to really extend the chance of getting back into this. An AK and M4, and all brought out. GL, they'll certainly have a good set of weapons to work with going forward. And even with Rusty, one of the lower fraggers, turning up with a kill in that round, it certainly means that there is a CT chance of a comeback. As a map considered CT sided, it's a side of the map where GAMERLEGION also feel a bit more comfortable on. PACT might have to now consider the B site as an option. The A site not working out, at least the past 2. And that's also been the site where GAMERLEGION, even with player advantages, just for some reason can't come off on top. The mentality now changing. A half by an AK only brought out.
Lunatic has to drop that smoke at his feet, and PACT have bought anything that they can to still guarantee a full buy in the next, and Mezzi is just dismantling them completely. I don't know what on earth PACT are doing. I can't lie to you. The last 3 rounds, they've just tried to walk straight into the A bomb site, and they've been wrecked time and time again. If they decide to go B in this next round, it might even be too telegraphed. GAMERLEGION could expect it. They've hit A 3 times in a row, PACT, and now looking to switch it up on B, perhaps. GAMERLEGION would rotate off there and deal with things early on. It looks as though PACT are really struggling all of a sudden. Just trying to rush in and close out this map too quickly for their own good. It's giving GAMERLEGION a route back in, and I mean, if GAMERLEGION manage to win this round, overtime is definitely on the cards.
He's just trying for it. Can't quite get the angle. He might get it, but so close, but not enough. He can't quite find his opponent. For now, though, limited damage. Zero takes the most of that towards the CT end. Rusty will aggress temporarily. Look towards team A. 120 on the clock. A much slower affair. And while GAMERLEGION don't have a heavily stacked B site, they've got a player in Pop Dog. They've got 2 players towards the site. PACT, they have looked better on some of their executions out here, especially in the post plants. It has been down to clutches. And you can't help but think maybe a clutch again might be needed. For now, GAMERLEGION, more or less 3 players stacked up on B.
PACT, if they wanted to attack the A bomb site this time, it would be slightly more thinly defended. And this does look like the commitment they're going to make. Time is going to be such an important factor, though, for PACT as they await the dissipation of the CT smokes, and they look to put their own utility down in the A bomb site. They're going to have 25 seconds only to aggress, and Rusty's already put a stop to the first player. Manice does well to reply, but time ticking down so much now. They have to get onto the site and plant. Era is forced away initially, but Adam on the flank has already found Lunatic, and this round for PACT, I can't see how it goes in their favor. They still haven't planted the bomb. Somebody can aggress and find that planter. Eventually, they look to put it down. PACT will get it done, but Era has found a kill now from Heaven. Mezzi's taken down Sobol as well, and left alone is Goofy, who's removed. GAMERLEGION are storming straight back into this map, and PACT time and time again, they're failing to attack this A bomb site, and it might lead us straight into overtime.
Look at that money. I don't know if they can fully invest They invest here. It could be 15-14. Gamer Legion actually now look towards overtime. And this was so close. It felt like there should have been damage done. Even this shot. Nothing there. No connection. Not quite the right angle, obviously. And ACTINA PACT yet to call a pause. They forced out pistols. They want to try and aggress towards something. And I think now they look towards B. They maybe now look to change it up. 4 to 5 players at least towards the brown holes. Or at least heading in that direction. Era now supports Adam over towards the beam.
Gamer Legion needing to play this one at range in order to best the pistols. They're going to try and push straight through the smoker PACT, but the AWP is waiting in the wings to destroy them. Adam with another kill on the B side as well. They're looking to put the bomb down at the very minimum PACT, but the utility should just tear them to pieces here. They will get it down for the bonus money, but Manice is left alone and cleaned up immediately. 15-14 guaranteed. PACT get the bonus money, but they appear to be choking the hell out of this map. 15-9 was the scoreline at this point, Louis, and now Gamer Legion with the opportunity to bring us to overtime. PACT with one more chance to close this one out 2-0.
Well, at one point, ACTINA PACT was 7-0 up Gamer Legion. They've produced such a phenomenal comeback to even stay in this. They've now got all their players turning up and fragging. 23 kills on 0, and Mezzi each. 29 on Sobel. He has been missing in terms of kills, and I think most of PACT have. They've not been making the right calls recently. This one needs to be good, or else we are going to overtime. The nades affect Darko. He takes some early damage. But what felt like it could have been a swift 2-0 series now could become 1-1 Gamer Legion. A win here takes them to overtime.
I can't believe PACT haven't used a timeout yet at any point to break this CT momentum up. I'm not sure whether they've expended them all already or what, but Gamer Legion have been allowed well and truly back into this match. You can see just how tentative PACT are now. And the mental pressure is certainly on the T side. 15-9 lead up. A similar story to the CT side where they were 7-0 up and they nearly allowed Gamer Legion to win out that half with a devastating round streak. PACT considering attacking the A-bomb site. Mezzi up close watching Ivy, though. He's been amazing for Gamer Legion so far on train. And if he can find Manice at close range, that's the dream start for Gamer Legion. Little time left on the clock. Already the CT is expecting this to be an A hit. They start rotating every member of their side into the A-bomb site. And they're going to have to brute force their way into 5 players if ACTINA PACT want a chance to close it out 2-0. First 2 kills go their way, but Mezzi is in the smoke. He's found 2 kills from the back lines, but Goofy cleans him up in the end, leaves Zero alone now in a 1-on-2 up against the first AK. He's found the first kill. 1-on-1 situation now as Sobol, the dream player for PACT so far, is left with just 10 seconds to work with, and Zero's pulled it off in the 1v3. PACT again fall apart on the A-bomb site and allow Gamer Legion back into train.
9-6 or 9-15 down Gamer Legion. It felt like they shouldn't have been allowed a way back into this, but they've somehow done it. Overtime now to maybe split these two sides up. And I said before that, well, Gamer Legion hadn't produced too much in terms of train wins. This could be a chance for them to now take us to new. And this play from Mezzi individually was so insane. Goofy does so well to respond right back, but as soon as Zero gets those one-on-one angels, he surely had the advantage all across the board. Only had 8 seconds, so we'll had to win that engagement. We're down to overtime. We're looking to split these two sides up unexpectedly in additional time, mate.
I don't understand it, Louis. PACT, virtually every successful gun round of their T side was on the B bomb site, and in that massive streak of rounds that they lost, they committed to B once, and that was when they had pistols. That's where they were winning all of their T side rounds, and they just decide to switch it up, hit A every single time, and it fails every single time indeed. Now we're here in the first round of overtime, but it looks nearly like a double entry to go the way of PACT. Perhaps too late for it to be successful. Rusty on 6 HP is eventually found by that Molotov. PACT are hunting down 16 in this series, and they might just find it here on train. albeit slightly too late. Era's got one back with the AWP, though. This is still winnable for Gamerlegion.
I honestly feel for PACT, if they want to win the series, they've got to get a good couple of rounds here. Era fights back the deficit, a flash back in, and in fact Adam does some additional damage, which really affects Lunatic, and in fact Lunatic is now left, and they does so little. The bomb planted, Lunatic now has to fight off an M4 and an AWP, and there goes the M4. The AWP, Era, the Swedish also now looking to make his mark, comes off better, a quad kill, and Gamerlegion come off better for 16. They find the clutches, they come from behind once again, now lead for the first time in this entire series, 16-15 up. ACTINA PACT, they have to be choking.
It looks as though that's certainly what happening at the moment. They must be tilted off the face of the earth. They're winning, they're in positions in these rounds where it should be impossible to lose. They have the two-man advantage with bomb going down in towards that A site, and your opponent smoked off in CT. They have no opportunity there, and somehow they just allow Era to peek one player at a time, earn every kill that he needs, and get 4 total in the round to bail Gamerlegion out. I don't know what on earth has happened to PACT, but they've just shrunk straight back into their shells. They seem like it's impossible for them to get anything done on this A bomb site, no matter what advantage they have available.
And he's so hopeful the trade works out. Rusty's been aggressive. PACT allowed to lose early map control. They even lose that initial engagement down towards B. Adam, a victor. Adam, one of the quietest players for this Gamerlegion lineup, is now making a statement and trying to ensure that his side can stay in top, in control, and on top in this one. Darko can't aggress too far. Zero gets a bit more map control.
Darko and Zero sit on the other side of the smoke from each other. As the B site hit is coming through, it's just 2 players from PACT actually committing to it. Zero is now found in that smoke, and eventually PACT, they left it so late to aggress yet again. Rusty's now find Darko going aggressive towards the A site, and there's just not enough time left in these T-side executes for PACT to get anything done. That's the real problem. I think that's really what it's coming down to at this point, Louis. Gamerlegion are able to clean it up again on A, and PACT are just leaving it too long. They don't have enough time to commit to these bomb sites, and they're just getting wrecked by, even if they have a man advantage in the late round situations, they have to commit to a bomb, and the CTs can just use that to their advantage every time. It's 17-15 at the moment. It's a ridiculous streak that has been won 8 rounds in a row by Gamerlegion now, as they look for the clean sweep in the first half of overtime.
Well, PACT need one, just maybe stay in this and try and avoid issues going into that CT end of things. Darko's already taking damage. It's just nothing going right. Darko's just mollied away. Gamerlegion, it feels like they are now dominating this series. Anything that PACT try, they just get wiped apart. And when they've got Goofy more or less alone, they have to look towards trade kills. That's been lacking, sorry. Rusty's aggressive, and Mezzy might find Goofy, and he does.
1 kill back earned for the T side, but it's still a 4-on-3. Rusty's still alive in Pop Dog as well. I can't believe it hasn't been cleared. PACT, they must have run out of timeouts at this point in time. Honestly, I've never seen a team need a timeout more in a match, and they haven't called one through. Gamerlegion allowed 9 in a row to take it from 15-9 to 15-18. It looks virtually guaranteed now that we're heading to a 3rd map of Nuke. And PACT desperate to stay alive as they switch on to the CT side of overtime now. I've never seen a team fall apart this badly.
I've never seen this so bad. It felt like Gamerlegion. It felt, no offense to them, like they were knocked out and eliminated right from the start of this match. Train, it wasn't going their way. They were 7-0 down, 8-1 down at one point. Only 1 round converted in the opening 9. It felt like Gamerlegion had nothing to say about this. And now they need 1. PACT need all 3 to try and avoid Haywire going down here. 2 AWPs for Lunatic and Manise. 1 AWP for Era down towards Ivy. And it was always towards Ivy where Gamerlegion looked to try and feed off of their plays. PACT can't be making too many mistakes. Well, they can't make any mistake now, sorry. But now the smoke goes down. Era gets no visibility.
GAMERLEGION playing passively, but their players are more grouped up. It was so much more isolated from PACT on their T side. The players just out on their own, getting wrecked. That was the common theme, at least in the overtime rounds. This GAMERLEGION, they whittle out that CT utility, but that again, what was causing them to have major problems at the beginning of their T half was leaving it too late to aggress in rounds like this. 50 seconds left on the clock now. This GAMERLEGION so paranoid to execute, so paranoid to push. Eventually the utility, it is being deployed in the A bomb site though, and this Ivy contingent of the push, it has to be absolutely huge. Darko defending it with the M4 has had mixed effectiveness when he was on that CT side, and as the flashes come through, he's going to need at least 2 kills if his team want to hold on to this round. He gets up on top of the train, but GAMERLEGION, it's 20 seconds to work within the round if they want to convert this one as a success. Mezzy pushing out first, 15 now left on the clock. GAMERLEGION have to get towards that bomb train at some point. Manice has found the first kill. Darko drops down, but Goofy's found Rusty. GAMERLEGION again, they've just waited too long at this point, and now I don't even think they can commit to the plant. Darko puts a stop to it, and PACT, they finally deny that GAMERLEGION streak, and they keep themselves alive in this map.
That was way too slow. GAMERLEGION again suffering what PACT were suffering from on their T side, and just they weren't converting anything. They weren't getting any ground game. Just smokes were wasted, and time was lacking. And going forward now, GAMERLEGION, they still need one of an X2 to close this out. But PACT, they are lucky to still be in this, really. One more round, GAMERLEGION lead, and already damage towards Adam. It's not the start he wants. Manice takes advantage. They've got the early start and a slight early advantage.
Goofy with the second opening kill of the round. PACT might be stabilizing. 5-on-3 on the defense, and they've yet to receive a single point of damage, but we've seen rounds where they've had the lead fall by the wayside many a time on train. GAMERLEGION slowing it down once more. With the utility they have available, it looks as though they might want to try and drop into pop through A. That wouldn't be the best call, but with a minute left on the clock, they still have time to work.
Flash in 0. Lost to Goofy, who can't complete his spray onto Mezzy. They've got a kill back, but 7 HP and 100 health on one of the weaker players for GAMERLEGION. It feels as though PACT have stabilised. They've still got an AWP down towards lower. An AWP which misses the engagement. So now the M4 looks to step up. So he has been trying his best to really keep his side in. There's 7 HP and now dead. Mezzy does nothing. And no bomb plant. PACT now need one for a second overtime. And GAMERLEGION still need one to find a win.
A near clean round there for PACT, as they have the opportunity to tie things up at 18-18. GAMERLEGION can still take us to Nuke. They're the side fighting to stay alive in this series. You have to imagine they're the side who want it more. They're the side who are hungrier for the win. Will they be able to earn it? That is indeed the question on our tongues. Era, AWP, praying for an early advantage, but not finding it, at least at the moment. He could be gifted it, as players from PACT are aggressing towards T-Con. But for now, it stays in the 5-on-5.
Mezzy commits to the jump across. Manice was affected, but not entirely sure if he knows that there's an opponent there. An aid will do little, and an AWP shot just gives up his angle. Little peek in Goofy, or not allowed the kill onto Rusty quite yet. The acrobatics give Rusty some safety. GAMERLEGION soft around the health disadvantage. The bomb, it could be laid down towards Ivy, but this is the sort of position where GAMERLEGION have lost time and time again. They've been slow to react and slow to play out the T side. PACT can still look towards 18, but GAMERLEGION, if they get an entry, that could be 19 and map of train in their favour.
Manice is very paranoid about this Ivy angle, but the whole execution's coming through T-Con. He's going to have to turn around and stand tall eventually. First kill found, but can't get the second. Double entry for Zero. As he nearly gets one through the smoke as well. Somehow Goofy's allowed to stay alive, though, and it's Sobol who gets the next kill of the round. Lunatic opening up with his AWP, but Adams brought it straight back into the 2-on-2. Advancing close. Lunatic spots the feet, but can't get the shot just yet. Goofy! He nearly messes it up completely. 5-7 does the work, but bomb being planted now on the train. Adam on just 15 HP, reloading his Goofy to try for this clutch. He looks for the flash as well. Adam might just be able to back off into a safe position though. 4 HP versus 15, 1 bullet either way, but Adam has the positional advantage. Goofy would need to turn around to keep his side in it, and Gamer Legion have done it. 19 rounds go their way, and they take us on to Nuke.
I am shocked. I didn't think that would happen. PACT, they tried their hardest, but they just didn't do enough. Gamer Legion, what a comeback from what shouldn't have been a map that came off better in their favour. Now Nuke awaits, and Nuke, one of Gamer Legion's better maps, could certainly now come up as one which favours them.
That just has to go down in the record books as an insane choke from that PACT side. 15-9 up. I honestly cannot believe it. 15-9 up, and they just decide to abandon the B bomb site. They do not decide to attack it again throughout their T half, and they fail 6 rounds in a row over on A, and that's enough for Gamer Legion to take us to overtime and take us now on towards map 3, the head-to-heads, favouring Manice, but Era really stepping up, considering he's only 5 kills behind when his team only won 5 rounds on Inferno. That's absolutely insane.
And credit also has to go to some of the other individuals. For example, Adam ended up the first of map, he ended map 1 on Train on Inferno with only 3 kills. He ended that one with so many more. He had such a bigger impact. So here it comes, Nuke. Let's see who we get as a winner, because I still don't know who can come off better. Lootbet, the odds at the start of it at least favoured PACT going on to Train, and now we end up on Nuke. I really don't know where we can end up.
It's certainly all up in the air as we head towards map 3. Everyone, don't go anywhere. We'll find out which team will be eliminated after this break. Hello everyone and welcome back to Malta Vibes, brought to you by Gaming Malta, a home of gaming excellence. Well, after what was an incredibly convincing affair in the first map of Inferno, somehow PACT let it slip there on train and let GAMERLEGION straight back into this series with a 19-17 win in overtime. After PACT had the 15-9 scoreline on the T side, it all fell apart. Now we have Nuke as our third and final decider for this series. My name is Protalis, and talking you through this series with me is, of course, Louis.
Well, we were questioning whether GAMERLEGION could even make it to the stage because the stats on the two maps prior just kind of said that they weren't really with it and they didn't entirely have too much of a chance. But now they're on Nuke, now they're on a map which they've played a bit more recently and had a bit more success on. Then what's to say they can't go on and maybe find a win here? PACT, they started off Inferno, they ended up so strongly. Train, a similar picture. They started it off strongly, but they couldn't close it out. It felt like a massive chokehold. An unfortunate run of rounds in the end, which was failed to be compromised and failed to end in their favour. So now we look towards a third map, Nuke, a map which they certainly have had a bit of success on also. But GAMERLEGION have already played this once they and lost on it. Certainly up for debate, and I can't wait to see the loot bet odds on this one.
Those will come through just after the knife round, I'm sure, but this is so up in the air now, really. It was all but confirmed in my mind that PACT were going to win out there on train. I thought that GAMERLEGION would have had the chance, you know, when it got to that 10-8, 10-9 scoreline initially. Well, even in just the 10-9 situation, when GAMERLEGION had the opportunity to tie it back up, I thought at that point in time they might have a chance on train. But when it went 15-9 up in favour of PACT, I was all but convinced it was going to be a 2-0 series. Somehow GAMERLEGION dug deep and they pulled out the strength they needed to come back into that matchup. Now they're back on Nuke, which you already mentioned they lost against Illumina too earlier on. But honestly, after that performance in Train, I'm fully convinced that anything could happen here from GAMERLEGION.
Well, neither side have actually escaped a group stage at any of these Malta Vibes events. This is GAMERLEGION's first attempt at one of these events, and let's wait for the odds. Never mind.
Perhaps feeling the pressure on that last map. Perhaps they were expecting that, well, perhaps they were thinking this is their opportunity to get out of the groups. This is their opportunity to make it through to the decider match later on and still play for that playoff spot. But now they are still at risk of elimination and they are quickly charging towards the B ramp. All even Stevens from our partners over at LootBet, as ACTINA PACT are really charging into this GAMERLEGION defense. They're not slowing down at all. No kills found just yet, as GAMERLEGIon have decided to back away from the early angles and play it much more passively, which has allowed Era to get the opening kill. Goofy close range. He'll need to hunt for more here. He's been spotted out by Adam and his teammate, but Manice has found the first kill back, bringing it into what is now a 3-on-4 as Zero opens up with his USP, but Goofy tying it straight back up into the 3-on-3. Adam with a kill now. Man advantage in favor of GAMERLEGIon as PACT look to get up the vents and plant into A.
Well, they've done that. That's the easier job secured of the bomb plant. Now let's see what GAMERLEGIon can achieve in this retake. A nice shot by Zero just to delete Darko from existence. And he's now has to clutch this out. 3 players to find. Has already converted the first kill. Mezzi and Adam, the 2 UK players, now look to try and stay alive and keep this opening round in their favour. They just about do it. Mezzi from Secret finds the kill. Adam finds the defuse. GAMERLEGIon start this one off. A nice early lead.
They do so. They preserve that momentum as well, coming forward onto train and beginning on the CT side. A strong start ever so important now for GAMERLEGIon. If they want their economy to be strengthened as much as it possibly can be, they'll want to be winning as many of these opening rounds as they can. PACT are going to force straight up into it after securing the plant. In that first round, that's going to mean AKs, Galils and Deagles brought forward into this one from the T side, and a dangerous one for GAMERLEGIon to be fighting up against.
Our scout outside just won't quite be contested too easily. Manice, again, more than happy to just trundle and creep down towards Secret stairs. No intentions to slow down at all. But now he calms down the approach. Mezzi will be the first point of contact to his left. For now, Era, too late to maybe find anyone outside. PACT with the force by him. And still have an AK and 2 Galils, which could prove deadly against the Gamer Legion side who still have M4s in their loadout.
They're having a small peek outside for some information. He's not actively hunting for kills. Mezzi's playing a dangerous game down in the tunnels. He's already given his position away. Manice waiting atop the stairs with the AK to give PACT the first kill of this round. Era firing out with that scout, but can't use the gap to his advantage as Mezzi backs away into B and waits for this inevitable tide of Polish players to arrive in the site and try and get the plant. Both M4s are down in the lower bomb site, and they have a crossfire set up to deal with the incoming Ts.
He's just allowed to come off winners in that. He gets both kills somehow. There's your opening to get yourself onto the B site. Zero and Rusty. Don't pull it past these guys, but with the weapons they've got, I wouldn't recommend that they are favoured in this. Some Deagles also, or Lunatic on a Deagle. And ACTINA PACT, I think, might have found it and done the hard work to make this force by work out better. The CT's back away to play the safe game. Keep the armor and keep the weapons. And keep what limited utility remains. A good response. PACT can tie this one up.
With 4 players alive as well. Brilliant news for that T-side economy. PACT immediately winning out that second round. And, well, they will be desperate to just put train straight to the back of their minds. Let's just not think about what happened over there if you're a PACT player, right? You've got to focus on the game that's in front of you. And winning this conversion is definitely the great way to start it off. They keep 4 rifles on the board now as Lunatic's upgraded onto an M4A4, but Gamer Legion are going to force straight back up into this one. The War of the Forces back in action again here in the Malta Vibes events. Gamer Legion at risk of losing major control of their economy with a loss in this round.
Oh, hello, Era. A victor. Manice deleted. A little bit of damage taken, but still enough to gift Gamer Legion an initial advantage. Still 2 AKs. Still the rifles for PACT to at least try and fight back. Down towards B ramp. 2 players are up close. Zero. That's the support of Adam. And now some utility sent out towards A. It could again be a certain site. It's going to be down to the entry kill.
PACT keeping it passive this time. Manice fall into that Deagle. Gives the info to the T side that it is the force coming out from Gamer Legion. That's massive from Zero as Era can peek back up the ramp and get 1 kill straight back. Sobel 1 on 4 now to try and contest. M4 in hand. But either way, 63 HP. Adam is able to finish him off and Gamer Legion win 1 round straight back. 2-1 scoreline. As you'd have to expect PACT to keep engaging in the War of the Forces here, to keep the full buys going, and they do just that. AK's coming out for the T side as they look to contest the scoreline.
Certainly a welcome opportunity for them to now try and fight on. Mezzi on a Mac 10 might be the only downside to what Gamer Legion have in this upcoming one. Goofy on a Tech 9, Darko also on a pistol. A little bit of exploration outside for the T side for now though. They've got 1 smoke but not quite a second, and the second one didn't quite land, I believe, where intended. Certainly questionable, but 1 more smoke to gather. PACT can still try and work their way down towards the stairway. It's again Mezzi to maybe look to fight this on. For now, a Mac 10 at long range isn't an ideal engagement he'll want to take.
In the War of the Forces, if rounds are traded 1 for 1, eventually it is the T side that takes advantage of that war of attrition. It's exactly the strategy PACT are using now. It's the one that they've been forced into realistically. And now they look to aggress down towards the B site. 3 AKs in hand, supported by just the 2 pistols, but Mezzi up close could get his head ripped off if he's not careful. Spots out the info, but he's found the first kill. Hunting for more, he backs away, shuts the door, and flees in towards the B bomb site where his teammates are waiting to offer him a crossfire defense.
Here comes the commitment, 24 seconds. Time now a key factor in whether PACT can even get a bomb plant. Era on A does get the kill, but it's down towards B where the bomb now heads Adam. Has to be checked with 10 seconds ticking. They can't even get on. It's always just a concern. Adam in fact loses it, but they need to get the bomb plant. Era still hasn't been cleared out. And unless there's a bomb plant in the next 2 seconds, there's not much that PACT will get done. They get the bomb plant, but now Lunatic had to find 2 more to win.
Slightly expensive there for GAMERLEGION, but they do get it done, and they overcome the force buy from PACT. 3-1 lead now in that CT favor, as they'll look to extend that as much as they can. At some point, PACT are going to have to take an eco, so if they drop down onto just pistols and armor in this round, it might not be too dire of a decision for them. They'll pick up limited utility, but economic preservation, the name of the game here for PACT, as GAMERLEGION look to convert the 4-1 scoreline.
And to give GAMERLEGION a bit more hope, they only lost on Inferno, or they only lost in their earlier match on Nuke because they started on the T side. It's not as ideal for them. Darko for now, just hoping to get lucky with the Deagle for now. Won't quite be getting too much. It's his side just looking for the odd lucky kill in this to maybe secure a bomb plant. A peek towards ramp, Darko. Now, again, looking to cause the upset. It would be an M4. They take out Mezzi on a FAMAS. Now, that's the weak weapon.
Set up on this M4, gets the first, gets the second, hungry for more, but can't get any. Sobol rips off his head and the head of Era too, giving space for PACT to run down into the B bomb site, deploy smokes and secure a plant. No armor available for the T side, but 2 AKs now in hand means they have a decent chance at this post plant. Mezzi up close and personal towards the doors, thinks about the opener, but he has to back away for his team. This round is still a very dangerous one for GAMERLEGION.
You have to just look at Sobel. He got his first 2 kills in this round, and he also just blocked the doors to ensure that GAMERLEGION couldn't push in. 1 kill back. Lunatic gets 1 more. 0. A Deagle. Well, sorry, he's actually got an AK in his hand, so he certainly can look to try and retake this with a kit also. 1 player towards the double doors. A tap to fake. Bait out PACT. The double peek was there, though. For Minis and PACT. They've got 2. GAMERLEGION's money. They might force us out. Rusty and Mezzi, they're both tagged up on, or sorry, low on the money. But Era's got lots of it. And they are going to commit, in fact.
GAMERLEGION just get wrecked by the PACT eco there. Sobol with the opening 2 kills of the round, just or pretty much enough to convert that into a PACT victory. They pick up the 2 AKs, and there's nobody anywhere near the B bomb site for GAMERLEGION to defend early. They then can't get in on the retake. And the rest is history. Era on the glass cannon, desperate for an opening kill with this AWP, and he will be gifted it. Manice falls early for the PACT side. Man advantage garnered by the CT, but the gun still favouring PACT. It's Adam this time to go huge in the ramp room. Gets 2 kills for himself. And Era in the flames will have to back away, but either way, GAMERLEGION in the lead in the round.
The fact that they've lost ramp room might be a concern because Lunatic looks to head in that direction with a potential bomb plant. He is alone because his teammate Dark is waiting to maybe get the timing here. Defeats Rusty, but can't defeat a shotgun. 0 can get a nice little upgrade, but Lunatic, I thought, was heading towards B. In fact, he's given up that idea and now looks for some sort of kill or anything to pick up over towards A. 0 on the angle, which should give him an advantage. Mezzi on support. 1 versus 3. Lunatic still has the bomb, but no utility.
Creeping in. The element of surprise, just about the only thing that was on his side, and that shot indicates they know exactly where he is heading. The B-bomb site. Lunatic's target, but he expects the quick aggression from GAMERLEGION and goes back towards the vents. Zero is able to pick him off with the AK headshot, though, and that's enough for GAMERLEGION themselves to win a round that was rather precarious economically. But take a look at this. The war of the forces might not be over, as PACT have a healthy amount of money available on Lunatic and Manish. They might decide for an investment, but the eco might be the better call from them. Lunatic has bought up an AK and head armor, but he can stay above 2,000. Manish saving for the AWP. It's all on the hero rifle here for PACT.
Fast out, Lunatic looks to take advantage and gets a kill for his effort. Mezzy deleted Rusty, well, finds a sufficient trade kill. They've kept it balanced, but the AK has been lost. They look to recover it. If they want to get it back, they've just got to overcome Rusty up close with some nade damage, really affecting Manish and Darko. The AK's been recovered. That's at least something, but Zero could get an opening.
No. Darko allowed into the vents on just 3 HP, but at least he's made it. The AK recovered by Manish, but the bomb dropped. That is the only thing that didn't make its way into the vents. Goofy on the Glock will get 1 kill for his troubles, but Darko, down on 3 HP, is now the last player left alive for this PACT side. Only a Glock in hand. There should be 0% chance of him winning this one. On a Glock, 3 HP and no body armor. But with 45 seconds left, he is still going to be looking around, hoping there might be a player in this B-bomb site he can capitalize on. Breaking the window reveals his position to GAMERLEGION, though, and either way, it's going to be a 1 round by the CT side. 5-2 guaranteed, and Darko, at least he picks up an SMG at the death of the round.
Another kill converted, but still the bomb lost. An AK might as well get saved. No real need to really go for this. You'll have a full bar going into the next one. Maybe find Zero. That would be a great bonus if that's possible, but Molotov not quite reaching anything. Knows where they both are, but can't do much with that information. 5 to the EU squad. 8 kills for Zero. Manish now has an AWP. PACT now have a gun round.
And we have an opportunity to talk about our partners over at Hellcase, the biggest and most well-known case opening website with almost 100 cases, updated case battle, upgraded, dozens of giveaways monthly, and loads more unique features. Warp in the hands of Manish in this round, as PACT are looking to reduce this deficit somewhat. They finally brought that full buy forward, but Zero wants to push through this smoke by the looks of things. He's very aggressively positioned into it. And if they do flash through on this CT side, he'll have a great opportunity to secure himself 2 kills onto the boosting players. It's all a matter of timing, and there it is. Smoke dissipates, and Zero just gets both kills straight up. Doesn't aggress any further, and Sobol knows he can't walk into the jaws of the beast. Another great start for GAMERLEGION, as PACT have to try and recover the round.
They've also got to recover the bomb, I think, at this point. Now that got dropped in the vending sides of Beam. Here outside. Might get the lucky time to take care of someone, but it is timing over towards A, which allows Sobel at least an instant kill. No trade even essentially there. So an opening back could become 2, Darko. That looks at least something on A. Molotov gives up his angle a little bit more, in case they didn't know he was there. 38 seconds. Back again, forced to make a play.
Well, it works out early on. Manish, who's already dead in the round. It's Era, the CT AWPer, who falls down to the shots from Darko. And he's looking to push through heaven now. They want to wrap straight into this A-bomb site. Nade dropped straight into the side, but Mezzy's good for the kill. 2-on-2 situation. It's Lunatic who has to try and stabilize. But Adam, he's all the way up in heaven. Sobol expects it. 3 kills for him in the round and 3 rounds on the board for PACT. As we head into round 9, the GAMERLEGION economy is firmly busted up. They have to take an eco or go for the money dump. 3 players are that low. So it's going to be the full force from the CTs and the chance for PACT to tie up the scoreline on the T side.
Of course we're going to get another force buy. Why not? Because it's essentially been the story of this game so far. GAMERLEGION hunting to try and keep this lead. and extend it by as much as possible. Packed with a couple of AKs, 3 AKs, 1 Galil. And now look to group up and rush towards being something that feels like should be a bit more deadly. Goofy will be delayed, but Adam now makes the work happen. Only 1 shot found. There's the B side. And GAMERLEGION now have to retake it.
A quick rush towards the B ramp, working out early on for PACT. Goofy flashed off, but he can back away around the corner safely. Zero are going to be under pressure on the push here. Goofy found close. AK up close as well. Nearly a third converted. It's Mezzi who does get it done. And Manice, he's thinking, what on earth's just happened? Where have my team gone? And why am I alone in the B-bomb site defending it? Time ticking away for GAMERLEGION. They clearly have no idea as to Manice's angle. That's the one bonus he has to work with. But as GAMERLEGION advance into this B-bomb site, he's going to be found eventually. On the MP9 is Mezzi, who doesn't peek at all. It's Manice who gets it done. Lands the 1v2 and stands tall for PACT. Dispatches the force buy from GAMERLEGION and gives his team a chance to tie up the scoreline.
Well, great chance to work with it. Zero, that was such a nice clean lineup in that engagement. But Manice, the man left to clutch it. At least does the hard task to save his teammates and what felt like one that should have been PACT's round right from the start. The battle of the forces won then by the PACT side. Adam has the Zeus. It's a minor GL investment. Who are mainly looking on the pistols. 2 shots tagged, but Manice finding error. As expected, ACTINA PACT closed this one out pretty convincingly.
Mezzi, the last player to fall in the round to the AK of Manice, and it is all tied up, which is great news for PACT on the T side of Nuke, as it is that more difficult side to operate on. They've brought out the buy from GAMERLEGION, but take a look at those nades, so limited. Outside of the smokes, there's going to be a severely lacking amount of utility on that CT side to work with. PACT, this is their chance to take control of the T half and prove that it was just a wobble on train, not the outright fall over. As remember, folks, whichever side loses this map is eliminated from this Multipipes Cup.
I think whoever loses, they'll also be sufficiently disappointed given the outcomes that we had on Nuke Darko. Well, good enough for one. It's the trade kills that come out in PACT's favour. Just about Rusty, a lot quicker on the trade kills. In fact, he found 2 on the A side, which now gives GAMERLEGION a minor advantage. And Manice and Goofy with an awful lot of work to do with only an AK and a MAC-10, so a lot of pressure on a side who historically are better on the CT end of things.
Bomb in the hands of Manice. He's just going to run straight in and put it down by the looks of things before that ramp player has a chance to peek him. And that's worked out. Molotov in the right place as well is going to give him space to cross right, but Goofy is going to find it difficult to make it over to him. That's an important kill to find, locking it in the 2-on-2, but Manice knows that his AK still has to do heavy lifting in this round. Spotted out by Rusty on the closed angle, but he gets the kill needed. Adam pushes straight at him though, and he might have enough time to win this out. Pushes further forward. Goofy on the M4, doors closed behind him as Adam taps that bomb and baits Goofy forward, turns around for the angle and converts that headshot too, but there's not enough time, no kit in his hands. PACT, they do enough work to secure their 6th.
Now back on top. It was a great headshot which he found at the end here, perfectly lined up. There's the advantage now for at least the PACT side, but GAMERLEGION, again, a side they should be a bit more comfortable on and a bit more relaxed on, now seem to be in a bit of an economic state. Lots of forcing in the early stages now leads them to what could be a bit of a half buy. Not quite the empty of the bank, but for PACT, a good chance to maybe secure 7. The Deagle spam is lucky, and Lunatic down to 14 within seconds of the round starting. It's PACT with early health lost, and Adam looking for the kill, and nice and graceful. Lunatic is gone.
Mezzi with the Deagle spam. It works out outside. Manice falls to it, and Adam looks to do more work in the garage. Darko gets Mezzi back, but it's still a 2-on-3 against his side. And yes, that AK's low HP, but Rusty's got another one. Snowball creeping around, that zero found. 2-on-2 situation secured with the HP advantage. Now in PACT's favor, Darko might want to back away from Heaven here. His position is known, but that bomb is dropped. That's the issue for PACT. They know they have to commit into this A site if they want to recover that bomb, but with 50 seconds on the clock, they've got plenty of time to work with. Adam found close, and at far, Snowball will take down Rusty. Very close one there for Gamer Legion, but PACT hold on to it and put their 7th on the board.
Gamer Legion's money allows them a full buy. ACTINA PACT also of the buy won't have an AWP which Era will actually utilise, and I believe on this map it was a bit of a struggle for Era to really get started, so it'd be great to see if now he wakes up and comes online in this one. This map a little more vital than the earlier best of one. There's an early nade at least to open the door. Zero for now won't quite be too adventurous, but Adam again just forced back, has to play safe. PACT were pushing, and the Poles are so desperate to maybe get an opening kill, which Rusty in fact will find instead.
Gamer Legion earning the opener this time. Rusty with that M4 gets it done early on, but PACT now are still looking for a way back into this A-bomb site. They're all stacked up, all lined up and ready to explode out of the secret door. Straight through, uncontested early on. Zero atop the hut. Desperate not to give his angle away, but dropping the smoke, he will be revealed. Rusty finds another kill in the round, though, for Gamer Legion. Darko falling as well. Minis goes down. Goofy opening up with 2 of his own, but Mezzi's found Goofy now, and Lunatic is ever so alone in this 1-on-3. AK in hand, smoke in hand as well to extinguish the Molotov should he need to. He's still got to plant that bomb, and it's so far out in the open. Creeps forward and picks it up. But with 30 seconds left on the clock, Gamer Legion can still hold on to this one.
Lunatic will just flash off Heaven, trying to bait either the player in Vent or the player in Heaven to come out towards him. Drop down, and it's a death to him, Adam. He certainly has been stepping up towards the site of B to really keep his side on top. Now, within 1 round, Gamer Legion can still look to win the half. And all back out, Era at least has the weapon again. And look at ACTINA PACT money. It's a bit of a mess. Sobel can force. Darko can buy. Minis gets an AK. I think PACT will be okay, but it's again a bit of a late force buy and at such a vital time, which could cost them the money going into the end of the half.
That is the issue that they're currently wrestling with in this timeout. They had a chance for a very dominant first half scoreline, but similarly to Train, they've let Gamer Legion come back into things somewhat. And now it is the CT side that are looking to try and tie things up in round 14. All the AKs have been brought out by PACT. They're missing an AWP, but they're looking to get it done with the rifles regardless. This is their opportunity to secure 9-6 on the T side. And it's Gamer Legion's economy to make sure that their CT half hasn't gone completely to waste.
Molotov quickly smoked out. 3 smokes outside. Not the standard ones, but Mezzi could so get a great opportunity to take down 1 or 2 players pushing forward. Lunatic up close is the first to forward. Line up a spray down. Mezzi gets 3. You look for a 4th, but Darko says no. A chance could have been there, but Ferreira and Gamer Legion, I think they found 7.
Sobol looking to deny this round. 2 kills already gone his way. Dodges the flash, but now there's an AWP about to walk straight up into him. It's missed its first shot, though. It hasn't missed its second. Era, double kill, supporting the triple from Mezzi, which puts the scores on the doors at a completely equal level. In secret, it's Messi. He does a great job to convert those kills. Darko does eventually get him, but it's enough for the tied scoreline guaranteed. There'll only be a 1/2 difference between these 2 sides going into the second half. And with the gun advantage, you'd expect it to go in Gamer Legion's favour.
ACTINA PACT don't really have too much here to work with an AK and pistols. Again, a grouped up rush down towards B, but this time there's an M4 again greeting them. Adam this time won't have to do the work here. Does it for him? The York looks for a third, but just misses the opportunity. When he's up close, in fact, takes him out. Rusty does trade out, but it's only a one-on-one trade kill. Goofy and Darko now have an AWP and an AK. They've still got to find 3 M4s all really towards this A site. PACT now looks for this map control.
Both sides hunting for map control as PACT clear outside. GAMERLEGION clear the lobby. What that's going to do is allow them to quickly rotate over towards the B site. Once they have the information they need here, as soon as PACT do make their way down these secret stairs, GAMERLEGION, you can expect they're going to be in an advanced position to push straight down onto the bomb site. You've got Adam at the bottom of the ramp, but he's just cleared the B site itself and decided, actually, there's nobody here at the moment. Mezzi's outside as well. And it's a little bit of a confusing one from the GAMERLEGION perspective. Adam has eventually made his way back to the ramp, and now he'll be the man tested first as PACT have 20 seconds to plant in the B bomb site.
Well, PACT for me have to get that kill first towards Adam to really stand a chance. The window gives up their angles, but they don't give up Adam's angle. The M4 spray down lines them both up. It is a GAMERLEGION half 8-7. They are in control, but that's only 8 rounds on CT. You wonder if that's going to be enough. PACT now switch over to the more favourable side, and with 2 rounds, or 7 rounds, sorry, on their T side, you wonder maybe if they've done enough to make this second half a little more easier for themselves.
You're certainly thinking GAMERLEGION would have liked a couple more rounds, but the odds over from our partners at LootBet indicating that PACT might have the advantage coming forward into this one. Despite the round disadvantage against them, it's looking much more even on the scores, but they do just about have that odd favour on their side. On the T side now, a GAMERLEGION, and the more difficult one at that, they'll be looking to use this utility to try and break their way in. But surely PACT, after putting out 7 rounds on the T side, that's more than manageable to work with here on Nuke.
Mezzi for now. We'll send in the initial utility along with the player outside on top. Lunatic just wants something. In fact, the kills all go against his team and him at the end. He got one opening, but Rusty was the only player, in fact, to fall. So it's now GAMERLEGION waiting to get something back. The health so harsh and so heavily hit. But it's Adam to come off better. And Manise to find 4.
Oh, trying with all his heart, he's trying, but he can't land those headshots. Era takes him down at the end, and GAMERLEGION convert the second pistol round, and their second pistol round here on Nuke. The force buy, of course, coming through from PACT, but once again, it is the European mix who have the chance to dominate that early economic game. 9-7, that's the 2-round advantage, but you imagine if they can get through this force up against the CT Ecos, you're looking at an 11-7 scoreline with a round victory here. So GAMERLEGION, now it's their time to go big with these MAC 10s, and ACTINA PACT desperate for this force to try and equalise things.
Want to work it off of the vent rush, which has given Adam some early control down towards B, at least towards the secret tunnels. A flashbang to work with. So far, not even giving up any bullets. Scout outside now. GAMERLEGION try and work with that control, which has been gained from below them. All players outside. ACTINA PACT will probably let all 4 of them cross, but not without the sound cues given up towards Sobor, and that's huge. Era was holding that, but just gets deleted. So that's a Galil at least recovered for the CT player. Now a Deagle looks for something and might just get the timing towards Decon. It's a MAC 10. And it's going to be Mezzi maybe to find.
PACT are rotating quite quickly across to this B bomb site. In fact, they might be rotating too quickly. Zero wants to creep into A. Lunatic is here with a Deagle, ready and waiting for him to walk out and challenge, but Zero wins out that engagement. That's the site now given away to this Gamer Legion side. It does look like Sobel has a Molotov up in heaven, so he'll be able to drop that, which should delay the plant at least a little bit and buy time for his team to rotate. But still, it's the 4-on-4 they have to contest. Weapons not too bad for this CT side, and 3 MAC-10s against all aggression from heaven. They could struggle greatly. Goofy's head spotted out and trying to convert it, but these Deagles still have the chance. Eventually, Goofy is found, and they're trying to distract and make room for Manise to creep in the back line. Sobol found by the flank of Rusty, and now this looks set to be Gamer Legion's round. Darko does get 1 kill, but they're not in great positions to contest the remainder, and they may just be looking to save these rifles.
It's still something to work with. A full spy for PACT, which they only invested a scout and a pistols, or a set of pistols. Hasn't really given them a lot more than that. So a lost round, Gamer Legion. They keep 1 AK going forward. 2 MAC-10s in the mix-up. And if they want to get some more AKs out, they can certainly get them dropped out, but maybe looking to build off this bonus round. PACT won't have much to really work with, and not much in terms of value. 10-7 up. First side to reach double digits.
The bonus has to be the right call here from Gamer Legion, realistically. They've got the 3 MAC-10s up, and they know they've just faced against the force from ACTINA PACT, so the bonus money, virtually a free prospect in this round, so long as the MAC-10s don't get picked off by a cheeky Deagle or Galil here and there. Gamer Legion keeping it nice and slow, hoping for that PACT aggression. And Mezzi gets the opening kill onto Darko. Goofy spotted out close range as well. He might have to back off. He's trying to bait his teammate into the crossfire a little bit here. Sobol on close range with the Deagle, but Zero cleaning him up now as well. That should be the collapse into the A bomb site for Gamer Legion, but they're actually going to send Adam down the ramp hunting for kills at least. This might be still a B hit from Gamer Legion, as they've effectively drawn many defenders away.
I don't think PACT can again really do too much. For Gamer Legion at this point, it's just kind of making sure PACT don't really have too much to work with going forward. The P250 is all that remains. Lunatic, the Polish man, can do little more. And now it's a nice little advantage that Gamer Legion have, but a victory here would certainly cement a lot more. PACT, surely with the upcoming pause, now need to just make sure everything is polished and in control going forward, because a loss here could give Gamer Legion 12, and with it, potentially a route straight to at least the decider match coming up next.
PACT have enough money to bring the full buy forward finally. Manise is going to get his famed AWP available, and there should be enough cash as well for the utility to support these rifles. $900 on every player who buys an M4, so that's definitely enough to get the nades out. Gamer Legion with a slight utility advantage, but it looks like they want to go for another bonus with these 2 MAC-10s. That might not be the best call in the world, but if they did have those 2 players invest into AKs in this round, then they'd be behind economically in the next should their team choose to invest. So they'll keep them on the SMGs, and PACT, they have to win a CT gun round fairly soon, otherwise Gamer Legion are going to really start to develop an incredible round streak on this T side.
They've got to be careful with their utility. That for me is a concern. AK, however, could really delete the AWP, and Goofy and Manise, in fact, fall pretty much quickly. This individually perfect from what you want from a Swedish player. Era gets 2 massive kills. PACT, they lose 2 players and even a third in such quick form. Lunatic, he strikes back, but it's only a MAC-10 that's been dropped. Not a concern. Even a Molotov. Lunatic will just rush through. Too hopeful and too quick. Gamer Legion, they find 12.
He was the last player alive on his squad there, and he wanted to try and catch the bomb, advancing as quickly as he could, but unfortunately for PACT, they really fall foul. Era did an amazing job at the start of that round, quickly moves over, doesn't allow Manise any time to find the mid-air shots, and then just advances and capitalizes on the kill as well. They've dropped down onto pistols and armor now, PACT, as they try and fight back Gamer Legion, who are looking for their 13th on nuke, and they have really looked like an incredibly strong side ever since they begun that comeback on Trey.
Mezzy, for now, certainly getting hopeful. Inside, they've done so well to fight back what felt like an impossible task following a 16-5 loss over on Inferno. We can't say this is done yet. Still a big hurdle to overcome. Pistols, and then they're following gun rounds. Very slow, very calm. GAMERLEGION know they've got to keep perfecting these rounds now. This will be a massive upset if PACT don't come out winners here. Manise up close. Well, praying for something. It could be Rusty up close to find him. In fact, the Deagle is a victor, but it's only one. Well, Mezzy's a winner. PACT. Not secured too much so far. Only the single kill towards Rusty is there. Lunatic could certainly pop out and try and get something done at least. He needs the timing though, and just gave up his angle. A minor sound cue. Means he now has to back away and save. And his teammate looks to save an AK.
Might just get away with it. Era avoids burning alive, and slightly perplexing round towards the end of things. Era does nearly fall, but Mezzy does take Lunatic down, and Darko now has to save this AK forward. He's in a great spot to get some exit kills, but it looks like GAMERLEGION might be fleeing the site from outside the garage. So 13 confirmed by the T side. Darko looking for that economic damage, takes at least one player down at the end of the round, but PACT are going to have an AK to use in their next full buy, and they need to win it at this point. GAMERLEGION are entering the twilight zone of this map, and they could be closing things out very soon indeed.
3 more to win the series, and that would only guarantee you at least one more best of 3 tonight. ACTINA PACT. It felt like it all went wrong towards the end of Train when they struggled to close it out. They've had opportunities here, yes, but the CT side hasn't quite been their home starting point. It's not been too ideal. The winners of this will face either Lingby Vikings or Luminar later this evening. And Manise has at least got an opening. So PACT aren't too done yet.
What an angle for the AWP to be holding in this round. They continue to push into the site though, and Adam might get a double entry before Era can even do anything in the vents. He's had to just completely back away. And Mezzy now holding for the push-up. He spotted the barrel of the AWP. You have to expect it, and they've tagged Era low. They've not, Manise low even, but they've not been able to find him just yet. Lunatic looking through the smoke for damage now as he nearly takes down Mezzy, but still it's the 4-on-3 in favour of GAMERLEGION. Smoke's dissipating and aggression coming through from PACT. The bomb yet to be planted by the T side, but now Rusty has control of the silos. They're looking to get around and eventually put that bomb down. The Molotov does find Mezzy in the late instance, and that allows this 3-on-3 to begin from PACT.
Well, PACT, they started off the retake with players essentially all towards Mini. They've only got one at least trying to lurk in from behind. That could be the key one. It's an AWP tagged up. Manise on 18 HP. Now has to really work with his team. The Molotov a great idea, but not enough to force Adam away. They might think it's clear if they don't fully track it. It's going to be huge, surely. He gets a line up, 2 kills, both converted. Manise, 18 HP, now has to save the AWP. There's no way back for PACT, surely, as GAMERLEGION come off better. Another gun round, and PACT now surely eco.
Well, Louis, to eco would to gift GAMERLEGION map point and series point here. I'm not sure they want to go for that. They might want to go for the full investment, pick up the rifles and try desperately to avoid series point going towards their opponent. Adam got every single kill in that round that GAMERLEGION needed. 4 big ones for him as Manise retreated towards the end, and it really was that double lineup that saved the round. They still don't bring any AWPs forward on the T side, the GAMERLEGION. Not happy to utilize that sniper, as they'd rather stick with the mobility on their T side. Full buy able to come out from PACT though, and this one is the last chance saloon for them. They fail here, The series is over and they're eliminated from the cup.
Limited utility once again. That's such a curse when you're on the CT side. If you don't quite have the utility you need to support your bomb holds and your potential retakes, then it's such a tough idea to even think how you can get onto any sites afterwards. GAMERLEGION should not really have too much of an advantage on the T side. But with their massive round buffer, it feels like they should be in control of this one now. One more gun round could knock PACT's money away. Molotov goes in towards the top of hut. 50 seconds. Commitment surely comes within seconds now.
Well, GAMERLEGION are going to have to aggress at some point. Rusty's very low, but he's still spamming through that smoke. Era's found the first kill of the round, though, onto Darko, and gives the man advantage into GAMERLEGION's favor. Manish, though, finds Adam, who's lurking around that B ramp. Era finds Lunatic up on A, but the AWP is distracted here on B. Is it for the right reasons? That's the question as Era goes down. Manish still lurking. He's turned around. He's waiting for Zero to arrive with the bomb now, but Zero's crossed to the other side of the ramp, and you just can't be sure whether Manish is able to expect it. Mezzi's all the way around outside as well. It looks like they want to drop into A from heaven, actually. Zero finds Goofy. Rusty's in the A bomb site, and the two remaining PACT players now have to retake the deny map point. Mezzi defeats the Manish aggression atop the stairs, and Sobol is left needing a 1v3 clutch.
Oh, Mezzi losing the timing. Both players tagged up, Rusty and Zero. Just over 50 HP. Early peak goes out. 58 HP on both players combined. The tap, it's a fake. He has to try and bait out something, and there goes Zero. In fact, through the flashbang, he gets his opponent, and he even finds Rusty. This game might not be done too easily yet. PACT, they win a vital gun round. But a 1-on-3 clutch by Sobol certainly means that the PACT side have a chance. Still going to get a good 6 rounds to even look towards the tied scoreline.
Sobol playing that clutch absolutely perfectly. GAMERLEGION getting too aggressive there on the opening pick, and well, both players just slightly low or unable to convert things, but their money is still in a really healthy position. 14-8 up on the T side. They can get the AKs out, but the PACT now have brought the full buy to the board. 2 MP9s they have to drop down onto, but Manish has got his signature AWP, and in certain rounds, that's the only difference maker they need.
Again, utility low. But that wasn't the factor even. That one PACT the last round. It was an individual clutch. Again, PACT might look for the same now as the AWP can't find too much. Manish backed away. At this point, 2 players with no utility left on their side. Lunatic does strike back. His nade can certainly set up something, but a push comes in, combined with the flash. Perfect. Goofy and Sobol, they now switch on, and all of a sudden, GAMERLEGION look lost. Adam has to find 4.
Can't even get Goofy up close. PACT still allowed to live here on Nuke. Still allowed to remain in the 4th Malta Vibes Cup. A great early defense. PACT just shutting it down completely. GAMERLEGION allowed no way in whatsoever. They still have cash. The full buys are still coming through. It's a mental streak that GAMERLEGION were able to put on the board, but it's them who now call a timeout to discuss their options. Zero and Mezzi on 12 and 10k. This is guaranteed to be the full investment. It's just a tactical discussion as to where they want to take their guns.
This was a tactical mistake that PACT didn't really work with on Train when they had almost a similar scoreline where they were in control. They were 15-9 up, and they struggled to close it out, and somehow ended up with us ending up here. The round will go on. GAMERLEGION will buy out. 1 AWP, you'd expect. That's if Era wants to even consider it. There's a big gamble to go for the AK. As expected, means GAMERLEGION again continue their T-side streak of rounds where they just don't invest in AWPs. More interested in the aim duels on the AKs, and you can respect that. They want to play faster. Can't really have an AWP peeking too slowly.
Slower this time from GAMERLEGION, much slower. They tried it quickly in the last, and boy, did it not work out for them. So now they slow down the pace. They creep towards outside. They creep looking for that map control, and Manice is holding an AWP in secret. Now, what that means is that he has to get multiple kills. His retreat options are only the stairs. He has one way out, and if there are multiple T's in front of him, they should be able to spray him down before he can retreat. His teammates found the first kill and the second, though, but Zero's gotten 2 straight back in return and recovered the bomb for his side. Sobol up close, clearly expecting these players. Era's the one who's getting flashed through, though, and the shadow just gives him away. Sobol can convert that kill, and now Adam looking to push into A with Zero to try and finish this round off on the A-bomb site. Instead, they make their way down into the vents. Goofy can't do anything about that, and Zero is sprinting into the B-bomb site. Darko's trying to deny it from the ramp, but he has to back away and wait for his team in the 2-on-3. Adam aggressive. There are 2 players in front of him. He's got to be careful. First one peeks out, and he doesn't land any bullets. Backs into the B site, and this retake is still the case now from the PACT side. GAMERLEGION, they got to be careful. They don't think every player is in this ramp angle. Adam beats out first. Eventually, he's found by Sobol. Zero takes Sobol down now, but he's got 2 players to worry about who are aggressing straight from the ramp. He peeks window even. Does Goofy, but the shots have not been fired out yet. Eventually, they do go through, and PACT hold true. Double digits in their favor, and GAMERLEGION starting to slow down on the T side.
You fully understand what Adam was trying to do. He tried to make sure it was a 2-on-2 to try and keep it balanced. But ACTINA PACT now reached double figures. They reached 10. And this comeback certainly can be back on the cards again and on the board. Again, a retake. And again, a PACT victory. 14-10, a 4-round gap. This was a 7-round gap at one stage. And now GAMERLEGION need to avoid a choke which cost PACT a loss when they choked early on train.
I don't know what I'd do if this series just became back-to-back chokes in back-to-back maps. What on earth? It would all be predicated off of those insane clutches as well. Remember GAMERLEGION, when they were 14-8 up, were in a 3-on-1 against Sobol on the A-bomb site, and they lost that clutch. They decided to play it from the same angle in the late 2v1 and messed it up in the late instances. Now they've lost the man advantage at the beginning of round number 25. Manice is all firing out early, and it looks for yet more kills. Rusty might just have crept into the A-bomb site, though. How has this been allowed to happen? Lunatic might face at the end, and he does take Rusty down. PACT now with a double advantage, looking for the easy conversion here.
This could be 11. GAMERLEGION, they at least fight back and fight on. Mezzy gets the next kill back. Hero and Zero, his 2 teammates who he has to work with, but Hero just gone. Zero can't even trade that out too effectively. And now a 2-man advantage. ACTINA PACT 4 versus 2 in control of this one. The one was always dropped. PACT now can't overextend. Mezzy expecting someone there, just has no Molotov or no nade to work with. Trades instead. I mean, Zero has to find 3. Our double peak. Lunatic does the damage to find round 11. PACT now need 3 to tie this one up.
GAMERLEGION, the money's there if they did want to buy up, and the odds from our partners over at LootBet firmly favouring GAMERLEGION, yet still PACT on the comeback, but I'd imagine those odds are going to start to shrink indeed from the PACT side if they continue to win CT rounds. Another timeout for GAMERLEGION, as they have a slightly more difficult decision to make with their buy here. Adam and Era don't have the most available. They could still get AKs out, but the real issue is that they've hit a brick wall. Seemingly, they've hit their limit on the T side, and they need to find a way to continue to score and string rounds together. Even if they can put themselves just up to map point, that's going to be such a mental bonus for them than staying on 14 for much longer. They are going for the full buy. They drain that bank. Era drops down onto the Galil, but now GAMERLEGION have to win a round. Otherwise, ACTINA PACT will be up against what you expect to be an eco in the next. And then we'll have the opportunity really to tie up the scoreline.
Smoke outside does land. But Beneath for now still has an opportunity to maybe find something if they play up close and try and jump off of the mini roof once again. Darko, in fact, might be the first point of contact. Here is that play out towards the hut roof. The flash goes out. Mezzi falls. Darko now looks for something that needs to extend the advantage. Close Molotov for now will slow things down, and Beneath can't extend out. Gamer Legion now look for the kill back.
They've really quietened down on this Gamer Legion side. They went from explosive executions, dominating the early entries, to round after round falling to Menezes' AWP, and then struggling to readjust in the later instances. They blow the advanced door and look to charge into the A-bomb site, but Sobol lines them all up. Lunatic helps him out, and that's it, all said and done. 2 kills for Ivor Rifler in the site, 14-12, as Gamer Legion, if they went for the buy here, they couldn't get all the utility they'd want. I think it's going to be pistols and armor. PACT, the door was left open but an inch. It all started with that Sobol clutch, and now they have the chance to come straight back into nuke.
Well, the Sobol's line up there was so clean and key to helping this comeback really start to wake up and happen. Oh my word. I didn't think when Inferno ended we'd end up here so close once again. Goofy. He does want something. ACTINA PACT again want an entry kill to their name. Lunatic though does go scrolling. Does go searching. It's going to be the entry kill which has to determine it. Surely Lunatic does take advantage. And again, Gamer Legion find little. Sobol finds 3. Hero gets the only kill back. 1 away from tying this one up. We either go to all 30 rounds or we go to overtime. At this point, that feels like the likely outcome.
Gamer Legion have hit the wall. What else can you say? It all predicated off that one clutch. It's exactly the same as what happened on Train. ACTINA PACT, 15-9 in the lead. They lose some very important clutches, and that lets Gamer Legion come straight back into it in overtime. Gamer Legion on nuke, 14-8 in the lead. They lose an all-important 1v3, and PACT have allowed themselves to just work and work and work and work and work and avoid elimination, at least for the moment. With a tied scoreline, they would be roaring forward in this map. The momentum definitely in their favor. Gamer Legion's economy down firmly in the dumps. All it would take is 1 to tie up the scoreline and put PACT in a position where they can take the lead on nuke. A site looking like it's the target for Gamer Legion in this round. And PACT have got fairly heavy presence committed to defending it.
A flash out. Sobol for now will avoid it. Darko backs out again. Gamer Legion really apply pressure towards B ramp from Menezes. Looks for kill number 20. His teammates will, or his opponents will now dive down towards window, and this has got to be key by Sobol. He's got to get kills. 1 kill converted. Darko on site only gets 1 more. Sobol, in fact, individually has done so much more work. 3 kills to his name from behind. Era finds them both. He isn't done yet. He's got an ult, but needs to find 2 to clutch us out. The last 2 players both on B, so the bomb plant can even come in on A.
He knows he hasn't got much time to work with, so drops down, deploys the molly, and looks for the plant. He hasn't committed. He's so paranoid about there being a player up close, and that could be a decision or a mistake that he'd be punished for. They come up through the vent, but he's in the bright position now. Lands the first AWP shot, but Lunatic's good for the second. Era just messes up the movement ever so slightly, and that's enough for Lunatic to get the final kill of the round. Comeback fully in effect now, ladies and gentlemen, as PACT have brought it into the 14-14 here on Nuke. An incredible streak of rounds being earned by this CT side. And GAMERLEGION calling a third timeout now as they are desperate to put a round on the board.
7 in a row. ACTINA PACT, they've pulled this back completely now in their favour. The economy isn't in an ideal state, but GAMERLEGION, they can afford to go for this. Rusty, 13 kills. Again, he has been that quiet individual around that Adam, Mezzi, Zero era. At least 80 kills between those players. A similar scenario also for ACTINA. So just one away from 30 kills. The closest player to him in terms of kills on his team, 19 kills for Maniz. Again, he was such a key player on train. He was a fragger, certainly on top. And again, you've got to rely on all of your fraggers to turn up and now complete this one. If GAMERLEGION lose this, that could be them surely losing the game.
You'd have to expect it. They'd be so broken mentally. I mean, they would have been so fired up at the start of this map, and now they know exactly how it feels to walk a mile in their opponent's shoes. PACT choking out Train, and now GAMERLEGION. They've allowed the tie. And what can they do? They've struggled. They've not found the opening kill in so many of the last few rounds. This time they take their players outside and look to push into secret for the B execution. Maniz has not been able to find the opening kill just yet, but all 5 still alive for PACT. It's Darko in the B site who might be under pressure first.
Goofy surely has to have the timing in his favour. GAMERLEGION, all 5 of their players now going to be trying to push through the tunnels here going forward. Goofy, oh, well, he won't quite commit to anything. In fact, plays the safer option. Now it is GAMERLEGION who have to commit out towards a somewhat stacked B side. 2 players here, and there could be a lineup. Goofy gets 1, but that's all he gets. Rusty gets 1 back. Darko on top has traded out. For 28 seconds, they have to make the next move. GAMERLEGION need this bomb plant as well. PACT might be on to 15, and Lunatic is even looking for kills.
Maniz can't deny the plant, so it's got to be a 3-on-3 full retake now for PACT. Oh, up close and aggressive. The flash is brilliant for Maniz, and it's left Mezzi alone now in a 1-on-2. Maniz on just 12 HP, but position of Sobel has been spotted. The dink received by Mezzi, but Maniz falls to his own Molotov, dies in the site, and PACT are now left in a 1-on-1 retake. Sobel tapping that bomb, trying to bait Mezzi out into getting aggressive, but he's standing passive, at least for the moment. Sobel taps the bomb again, but Mezzi is not peeking out until the last seconds. PACT have to stick the bomb now, and that's GAMERLEGION getting map point on the board on this T side. PACT with the opportunity now to fight for overtime.
Well, PACT now have to do it. That was 8 rounds they could have found in a row, but it's cut short. GAMERLEGION finally fight back, and they're going to go for the next pause just to try and calm things down. Their money, it's not too stable, but they should be able to again get a full buyout. This time the money worse, I think, for Era and Rusty. Adam might not afford a full buy, and you look at the money and you think, hold on, ACTINA PACT actually could go for the overtime now. Look at the weapons, look at the money. They surely have this minor advantage. All this because PACT couldn't close out Train. 15-9 up, you've got to remember. And now GAMERLEGION 1 away from potentially closing out the series. While you can't rate the money and the weapons they've got, they're going to give this a full-out try. And PACT also the same.
What a time to wait to find a round. What a time to wait to break the streak, and what a fashion to do it in. Sobel, all he had to do was get aggressive in that 1v1, but he couldn't put it off, and now GAMERLEGION have put multiple players down into those vents very early. They're going to go quickly now in towards that B site. And the weaponry advantage does favour PACT in this round. Darko waiting around the ramp to try and deny a plant, but he can't do it. Oh, look at this from Adam. He's whiffed it, though. He's not found any kills from the ramp at all. Sobel's found the next 2 on the way in as GAMERLEGION need the 2-on-5 defense of the B-bomb to try and close out this series in regulation time. Rusty backed into the corner as PACT charging in from all angles. The bomb actually being stuck. Rusty's found a kill. That's bo3, but Mezzy can't find the opening planter. We're going to overtime.
Oh my word, I can't believe it's happened again. Overtime for map 3 in this series. In what started out as such a one-sided series, all of a sudden from nothing, GAMERLEGION have come back into this overtime. And the first to 19 to just try and work out where we go from here. 31 kills, not enough for Sobel. 0 Mezzy, 23 kills each.
An insane effort from Sobel, but he's not able to get it done on his own. At least the PACT side pushed for overtime in that last round. It would have been heartbreaking for them to have mounted that comeback and to fall short just before that last hurdle. But GAMERLEGION have done enough to take us to overtime. Although you could argue they themselves have choked this one out, they still have an opportunity to convert rounds, and they still have an opportunity to remain in proceedings. Either side at risk of elimination in this next overtime, and the winner, they're not even done yet. There's a best of 3 series still coming up for the winner of this map to fight for their spot in the playoffs.
And I think that hurts more knowing you've still got to play another 3 hours at least tonight in an upcoming series. A lot of pressure on whoever wins this. And sadly, I'm sad to see whoever goes out of this series home, because it's been a massive, massive fight to try and keep their spot in this week's Malta Vibes event. Week 4, GAMERLEGION, this is their first time in this, and they're taking themselves to overtime here in the groups. It's so vital. They now come off winners. PACT are fighting to avoid getting grouped for 2 weeks in a row. And that in itself isn't something that they'll be too proud to think about.
It certainly isn't. I think they're just going to be fired up at this point. The fact that they've actually been able to trigger this into an overtime. It looked like after they choked out their own map pick of Train, they headed on to Nuke, did a decent first half, and then GAMERLEGION had all but slammed the door in their faces and knocked them straight out of things. It was Sobol who won that 1v3 clutch. That was what really opened up the comeback potential for PACT, and now his side are in overtime. He's secured the 30 bomb in regulation, but he's going to need to do more work indeed. 19 now, the magic number for either side to proceed through this group bracket. They're both going to be fighting intensely in this half to secure as many rounds as they can.
Here you are, an AWP on both sides, GAMERLEGION and PACT now looking to stay in this event. PACT start on the CT side once again. They should have the advantage, but it has been a struggle for GAMERLEGION on the T side, despite that massive win streak that felt like they should have had the advantage. They should have had a win, but that's a whiffed shot. Era won't be converting too much yet. It's Adam, in fact, who gets the first down towards B. An early opening. And for now, Darko just has to watch his teammates.
GAMERLEGION, they have the advantage, but what will they do with it? They want to put smokes down outside and try and make their way into secret. I mean, listen, the start of that last round was beautiful from GAMERLEGION, but as soon as that mistake was made with the Mac 10, things just went bad, from bad to worse. Just missed the timing onto Rusty, who secured the second opener into the A-bomb site. Era finds Goofy as well. Sobol holding down left click, but only securing 1 kill. Finally, GAMERLEGION gets 16, but it happens around too late. First overtime, they get the first advantage as they hunt for more rounds.
Lunatic and his side will fully get the M4s out. Manise back on an AWP. A full investment. And it is this economic scenario where you can just force in all 3 rounds. It's not a concern if you lose one of them, because the money is still going to be there pushing forward. GAMERLEGION, if they find 17, they could be on course to certainly set up a lovely sprint finish towards the checkpoint. Lunatic for now. He wants 19. He wants that next kill to be given towards him. But PACT, they lost the opening kill last round. They lost the round from it. But Era this time is the first to fall. PACT now get an advantage and look to extend it.
And he's close range with the AWP, wants another kill for his team. There's a close gap in the smoke he might be able to utilize in order to earn one, but no one's going to aggress through it. So for now, Manise unable to have impact on the round. Eventually, GAMERLEGION are going to have to commit somewhere, though. They look to put smokes down outside once again in this round. And this time they want to use them to walk into Secret and head over to that B bomb site. Lunatic outside, just making sure they don't creep into A. And Manise has rotated down into Secret. That should be a good one and done angle aggressively. But GAMERLEGION aren't heading into the B site. They're heading into A. They want to go from outside, and it's Lunatic here who has to go big. One kill found already. Looks for the second. Easily done. Nate dropped at his feet to deal damage, but Zero can at least find the kill. 2-on-4 now for GAMERLEGION, but with 20 seconds left, they've got to move fast.
Well, Zero and Adam now have to try and make an individual play, but I don't think it's going to work out. Neither of them find a kill from it. So Lunatic gets the only kills with Darko. 16-16. We're again tied up. PACT should be more favoured to find the rounds on the CT end. Sobol has now reached that 32 mark. 3 AKs out for PACT on the defensive end. Now GAMERLEGION will be lacking an AWP in their offense. It's the AKs they focus on. And a quick play towards A to maybe allow Adam some early information. Not quite event dive. Manise just goes for that instead. Trying to find the timing. So defeated. And in fact, Goofy's gone also. And that is finally a play that gives GAMERLEGION an advantage on aim.
A massive double kill to enter into the A bomb site for GAMERLEGION. Manise on the AWP. He still has the potential in this round to have impact. He fires onto Adam and secures a kill for the CTs. Zero wants to progress into the AWP. That's a big mistake. The sniper puts Zero to an early grave, but Rusty's gotten a kill back. 2-on-2 retakers. Lunatic secures the next alongside Darko. Mezzi's found one in the back of the site. Aggressively pushing right is Lunatic, and he lands the kills. It's PACT who have the round advantage at the end of the first half of overtime. They have 17 to their name, and they'll be looking for 2 to convert the victory here on Nuke and win out the series eventually.
This could be the difference. GAMERLEGION, they came off better at the overtime half-time mark over on Train. And now ACTINA PACT have the advantage. Maybe it's their turn to now look to come off better. Mezzi, superb individual attempt, but just not enough to find that second kill. That would have been around kill 27 for him. But now heading into what is round 34. Overtime 1, second half kicking off. It's an AWP for both sides. Manise and they are utilising them. And GAMERLEGION look to go back and look to make a comeback.
AWP brought out by PACT's T side, not traditionally utilised by the GAMERLEGION T side whatsoever. Era on that CT AWP is going to be the man hungry for the opening kills on his side. It looks like PACT are going to try for the A-bomb site in this full gun round. Zero in a very aggressive angle. Could wrap around and deal heavy damage if he moved forward. Darko, the first man into A. Extra utility deployed, but he misses the opening opportunity to kill a CT. And now swinging round, he does find Rusty. Sobol's got Zero on the lobby as well, and this could be it for PACT. 18 rounds is what they're looking for. They need to get the plant in the A site to accomplish that, though. It will go down. Reload comes through as well. And Adam supporting Era in the Heaven component of this retake. All 3 players from GAMERLEGION, they're all actually towards Heaven as Adam jumps down in the air, finds a kill. Mezzi gets another with his M4, but he's left alone now up in Heaven. Can't get anything else onto Darko. Triple kill found, and PACT with the opportunity to close this out now. 19 rounds needed, 1 more from them, and GAMERLEGION Need both of the necks to put us in double overtime.
Does Zero go for the AWP? That's a big call up there. Now going to be working out on his point of view. Of course he is. He might as well try for it. But every mistake now matters. Every one issue that Gamer Legion make could cost them going forward into this matchup and into this round specifically. PACT, it was a struggle and a rough opening start. But for now, overtime, at least in their favour. And now aggressing towards outside. This is the difference. Mezzi could get such a big lineup here. An AWP up close. There'll be 4 to find. The AWP misses. Mezzi comes off a winner and he gets 2 for his efforts.
Maniz, that's a whiff and a half. Spots the aggressive player, but does not land the aggressive shot. Sobol removed in trophy room. Gamer Legion look like they're definitely getting 17 here. Unless Goofy and Darko can pull off the miracle. 2 on 4. 2 HP for the AWPer. As they remain passive. They don't want to give their positions away. They're trying to creep onto the B site by the looks of things. They're just hoping that they're going to find an aggressive CT player at some point they can kill and then give themselves more room to work with. But for now, Gamer Legion not tempted to peek at all. Eventually, the first kills are both found by PACT. Brought into a 2-on-2 now as the bomb on that ramp. There's not much time for it to do anything. It has to make a decision. That's the key. Doesn't matter where they go as long as they go somewhere. A site is the call now as Darko creeping forward with his AWP. Zero atop the silo, lands one. Goofy lands the second headshot, and this plant should be able to come through, but it's also exposed from heaven, and Era closes it out for 17. ACTINA PACT with one more chance to close it out in the first overtime.
Or maybe Gamer Legion again have to look towards overtime to try and find another win. Remember, Gamer Legion 14-7 up at one stage on Nuke. They've struggled. The T side didn't quite end in their favour, and the CT side might be their advantage they want going forward. It's the first to 19, and it's the first to maybe avoid a second overtime period. Like we said, the winners still have to go on and play another best of 3 tonight. That's a tough ask. For now, load of smokes outside. PACT doing nothing special. Sobol up close will wait. Gamer Legion can't overextend now.
Here is AWP holding the trophy room for any PACT aggression. But that's not where they're looking to take themselves in this round. Instead, A looking like the juicier target for the Polish side. Counter utility being dropped by the CTs, and Goofy does well not to take a tick to that Molotov. PACT, with all players left alive, they're burning out this CT utility, but they have to find the entries on the way into the A bomb site. That is the critical factor in this round, and Zero posted up aggressively once again, looks to find the opening kills. He's holding left click, and it's enough for him to find one. Rusty gets Sobol, but Zero's found another in the A bomb site. 2-on-4. Lunatic swings round, finds a headshot, and Maniz now trying to make his way into the site. Era up on Heaven can still try and deny this round with his AWP. The Molotov might force him back a little bit though, and Lunatic, oh, a missed shot from Era should give him space to plant. Eventually, he falls to the flames, but he's denied the plant. Maniz alone in the 1-on-2 still has to recover that bomb, and has an opponent to worry about. 2 of them, for that matter.
Surely Maniz doesn't win this. One player invents, the other above 15 seconds. He's got to make a call, and he's just waiting for some sort of info. The mistake is there. Mezzi is going to take us to another overtime period, and this wasn't on the cards when we look towards Inferno. Oh my word, I don't know where we are going to get split up at this point. I don't know when this is going to end, Patalis. 18 apiece. Neither side can find something to win it with. What is... I don't know what to say. I'm speechless.
Double overtime confirmed. And Gamer Legion on the CT side will be hoping they can replicate some of the strengths they had at the beginning of this map. 22 now, the magic number for both sides to find if they want the opportunity to close things out and avoid elimination. 5 AKs out for the PACT side. This time it's no T-side AWP to work with, indicating perhaps a faster play on the cards as they look to run straight into the A-bomb sites. But Zero's already found the first kill, and if Rusty holds down left-click through that smoke, he'll convert another. It's gone wrong already here for the Poles as GAMERLEGION look to take advantage in the second overtime.
We'll push in. Well, damage done by Mezzy. It's the UK player who gets the initial kill. At least the initial kill from Garage outside Darko. Needs to be careful on the drop. He looks to his right, but just misses the timing. It should be known that he's there. So Mezzy comes off better. GAMERLEGION now look towards 19, but at the wrong time. Sobel and Goofy. Well, a lot more work to do at the moment. And Molotov on a flash. They've also got to find an entry, Patalis.
They'll need more than one if they want a chance in this round. Era on that B ramp. He's not watching the right side, but he's got a relatively quick hand. Not quick enough for that flick, though. Sobol securing the first kill in the B bomb site. And Goofy opening up onto Adam, actually. Gives them space to work with in the B site. As Zero goes aggressive and is found by Sobol as well. What on earth is happening? PACT have brought it back into a 2 versus 2 retake in the B bomb site. Now, Rusty, he's found one back at least. Goofy in the 1-on-2 has to land the shots perfectly. He's now known, and Rusty can hold true with the AK for the second kill. That one nearly went drastically wrong for GAMERLEGION, but they do hold on to it, and they are the side who reached 19 first.
Only just. It got concerning. It got scary. The first to 22. That is the number needed to maybe win this game. Maybe. As far as we know, this could go to so many more overtimes. It's so wide open. ACTINA PACT. Well, chance to maybe tie this one up. I'm just waiting for the time when they either GAMERLEGION bring out 2 CT AWPs or PACT do something stupid and do that also. I doubt they will. I think they'll just play it quite calm and comfortably. For now, an entry kill I don't even think will deny or confirm anything.
Much slower this time from PACT. Zero with the first, Rusty with the second. Goofy running around trying to find something for PACT, but they're getting nothing whatsoever. Again, the triple entry found by GAMERLEGION as Lunatic gets one in reply, but now Moniz is left in a 1 versus 4. Charging through the flames, he gives the sound cue away, but that is a quick shot indeed. Looking to drop now into the ramp and find the B bomb site for himself. But on the AWP, decides to take his time a little bit. No reason for him not to go for this. He looks for the plant down in the B site.
Smoke will be there. That's his first bit of utility gone. 2 flashes and a Molotov, but no bomb plant. In fact, Moniz won't do enough. Mezzy cleans him up. GAMERLEGION now need 2 more on the CT side. So far this overtime, it seemed to be not too bad. But PACT. Something tells me they can again strike first. GAMERLEGION, this newish squad, I guess you can say at this point. A team who have been together officially for a couple of weeks. And I've played in the officials for around a month now. It's a big performance. Moniz will get boosted up. Era won't quite go peaking yet. Just playing the safe game. Waiting the next step forward. PACT again, start this one off slow.
Neither side was afforded the clean sheet on the CT half of overtime, so PACT are really desperate not to give it away now. Era up in heaven. Has an angle to find the opening kill, but he can't land the shot against Moniz, who rings out with a T-side AWP and secures the opening favor to PACT now, who aggress in kind towards Heaven. Mezzi misses out on that timing. Lunatic now has found the second and third opening kills of this round for PACT. It looks as though they're guaranteed this round. A 2-on-3 retake needed for Gamer Legion. And a Molotov towards Heaven. That should tell you that this plant is going to occur down in the B bomb site. Fire being dropped. Tunnels as well. Maniz up close, missing a shot. That gives Zero the opportunity to find one kill, but they've all pushed back up to A, have PACT, and Rusty, alone with his M4, looks to go outside to challenge this.
4 kills. And also the defuse. He has the occasional bit of utility with him at buyout, but it shouldn't be one which he easily wins. The Poles, I think, they have got 19. Rusty finds one at least, so Darko ends the round looking dead. Flash in. One player on site, one Heaven, one old vent. He has to get the time, and Sobel, in fact, will win that peak 19 to PACT. Gamer Legion don't quite get the clean CT half they were looking for, and you wonder now if that costs them. Still, 2 needed. It's the first to 22.
If PACT were able to convert their clean CT side now, then they would be able to win this in second overtime. Gamer Legion, they need 2 rounds to put themselves on to 22, and they need them both on the T side of things. It's where they were looking stronger throughout that second half, but they just collapsed towards the end. And we need to see some of that early half magic once again if they want to close it out in OT2.
Yup. Looking for something in an early pre-fire. Mezzi for now. Nothing yet. Probably wanted to peek out through the smoke, out through squeaky door. Just wasn't given the opportunity. Now Steve will be the first player to march out towards outside. Well, he'll set off a smoke before he goes with it. Now comes the commitment. ACTINA packed outside. They've got a player holding in garage. That's about it. For now, the garage player won't quite be contested. That's assuming Gamer Legion keep working downstairs and work towards secret, but I doubt they'll do anything silly. Lunatic could get the timing on this.
Oh, he gets the timing on 2 of them as well. Rusty can get him back, but it's the advantage firmly in the CT side's favour. Darko, he's already in this B site with an AWP. It's just about guessing the right angle for him. Maniz's AWP is on the other side of the ramp, ready to open up as well by the sound of things. They're dropping nades in the B bomb site, but Maniz has found the kill now. Zero opens up onto Darko. Maniz is so aggressive, those traces punish Adam severely. Maniz running around with his AWP has allowed Zero to take him down, and that leaves us in the 2-on-2 scenario here. Retake trying to be activated for PACT. Goofy's found the first kill. Adam aggressive though, gets the second, and Sobol down in the site. Knows he can just stick the bomb at this point. Has to bait out the rush from Adam, and eventually gets off it, but secures the kill. PACT tie it back up at 20-20.
20 each. Oh my word. Gamer Legion just wasn't enough, was it? Unfortunately for them. Zero, Adam, Rusty all found kills, but it's far from enough to convert a 21st round. Now whoever wins the next 2 win this game. If each side take it, well, funny enough, a 3rd overtime will be potentially incoming. This night gets longer and longer for everyone involved. Sobel, 37 kills. It gets to the point where kill numbers aren't too influential. But he's the closest player to at least reaching 40. PACT. Wow. They have to perfect their CT side, but Gamer Legion, if they want to win now, have to perfect their T side. PACT also, they had that advantage. They came from behind. They came from what felt like a massive comeback from 14-7 down to at least tie up to 14-14. And then they went on to overtime. Gamer Legion, if only they converted 2 in regulation at the right time, it would have been all done. But it's good to see them marching on. It's a completely different GL side compared to I think Inferno at least. When that game ended 16-5, we all felt that PACT were there. It's great to see GL came to life. Where do we go from here?
Well, there are two options, Louis. From here, it's either one of these sides winning the next 2 rounds consecutively, or it is OT3 confirmed. GAMERLEGION with a fairly default setup at the beginning of the round, not overly aggressing in any portion of the map as they look for those outside smokes once again to try and earn that region of the map for themselves, and this time make their way into secret without losing the double entry early on. That would definitely be a benefit. Lunatic not quite so aggressive this time, but Maniz's AWP could still punish Era. Instead, deciding to back off, content with the leg. It's eaten a lot of time up for this T side as well. GAMERLEGION haven't made their way into the tunnels yet, and there's still a minute left on the clock. Maniz now on the lower angle, still desperate for this entry. You can tell the T side smokes have now dissipated to allow themselves into secret. Actually, they've waited that long. Now they're desperate for this opening kill, but it's Maniz who's found it. Era goes down. And now they're trying to charge straight into secret. This GAMERLEGION side. Maniz misses his follow-up shot, so it's just a one-man advantage early for PACT. And Adam, he's gotten Sobol back rather quickly. He falls, keeping the man advantage in PACT's favor. And with 25 seconds left, GAMERLEGION have to plant in this B side.
Look at Darko's position. He can more or less just confirm the round here. He finds the next Rusty left. Has to find 4. It's not an advantage for GAMERLEGION. PACT now need 1 to win this. They've done enough, they've done well, but is it enough? GAMERLEGION, they could again fight back here. PACT, they got 1 round on the T side. In this overtime period, it could be enough. But how many times have we been in this scenario and expected one team to win and them come out losers?
Many times. Many times.
Have?
We'll have to see. What do they have in the bank? 5 AKs is what they have in their hands. And pressure, that's what they've got on their backs, certainly. In their faces, just all around them, GAMERLEGION. What an effort as the underdogs. To have fought this hard. And have brought it down to this.
Completely.
Fighting to try and stay in. As again, they pop those outside smokes down and look for a way into secret. Nobody going to be contesting Maniz's AWP early this time.
The AWP not quite going to get any opportunity and no information. In fact, no sound cues have been given to him. He'll fall away. PACT playing this very carefully. As our GAMERLEGION. T side for me, if they get an opening kill, that could be them marching on to that next advantage. PACT for now, relook outside, they clear it. And now don't get too much. 38 seconds, time ticks away, and we look back to what cost GAMERLEGION so many rounds in previous maps. Time, 30 seconds. They're trying to clear it out, and ACTINA stacked towards A just for now won't be the right call.
They're trying to rotate in, but it's going to be the full 5-on-5 retake by the looks of things. As Sobol can actually secure the opening kill. Zero does fall, but Eero gets him back rather quickly. Darko from the ramp deals damage, but now finds a kill. Looks to push yet further. Man advantage in PACT's favor as they look to shut this map down. Rusty, he only gets 1. Era is left alone in the control room. Finds 1 kill, needs 2 more. The bomb in his favor. GAMERLEGION have clutched rounds like this before, but they can't do it this time. PACT have finally done it in the B bomb site of Nuke. 22-20. The Polish side at last claim victory in this series. 2-1, and they avoid elimination.
Well, that means that ACTINA PACT now have to go on and play one more series just to try and keep them in this. It took 40